Can we talk about that?
Fucking horse. We'll mention the rain. You might hear some rain. Just mention it. Then it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That's just drops off the tree.
It's
If it rains,
raining.
it's going to be loud.
Have you been drinking?
Yes.
Since when?
Jiggs got me a beer at work.
In front of the HR guy.
In front of the HR guy, which wasn't a good look.
No, it was a terrible
I
look.
hate it when you're offering either a staff member or a contractor or something a beer, and then you just get this disgusted look back.
Driving home, I couldn't stop thinking about his no.
Yeah, like if they shut you down, it's like, you just feel like... Remember Nicky G at breakfast? I tried to offer him that Jack Daniels in his yogurt
Yeah, he
at
said,
breakfast.
obviously not.
He says, obviously no.
Obviously no.
Yeah. So you offered the HR guy a beer as well.
Yeah,
Jiggles
I
did.
sure did.
At work.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
It was
He
a
said
test,
no.
and he passed.
In my defence, he's a contractor. Drink it and shut up.
Yeah,
I'm paying you to drink that.
to make you look better.
Yeah, that's right.
So,
All right, should we kick off? Should we get going?
We started.
Ladies and gentlemen, episode 12, back on the horse.
12.
Yeah, number 12. Have we got anything
I haven't
here?
looked anything up, but what I'll tell you is
Here we go.
that
Fucking
12 was my least favourite times table, and I think they should have stopped at 10.
hell. Okay, yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
What, with times
What?
tables?
Yeah, why do they go 11 and 12?
Well, we had to.
But why? I know, but why? 144, 12, 12,
to
144. I know that.
Prepare you for the real world.
Yeah.
But why not 13?
I think it's because you needed practice with multiplying double numbers
But why
or double digit.
I mean,
So,
a
okay.
dozen eggs.
dozens? Yeah, that's probably where
Dozens.
it comes in.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, how many times has that helped you in life?
oh,
Multiplying 8 times 12.
well,
I don't know because I don't know how to do it.
speaking of rants about number 12, I've got a fucking rant I want to start off with, and we can get to the sports.
Right off
open
the
in a minute.
bat.
Right off the bat.
Not even going to ask us how a week's been.
No,
Don't
not
move
yet.
that. Don't
This
move
is... No, wait, yeah, I don't,
I got a bit of lamb.
lick it. Go
Looks
on.
like
Lick
dog
it clean.
food. Looks like dog food.
Looks like pal.
Chum.
Yeah. Yes.
Chum is my brand. You know that.
Oh,
don't
so
you?
yeah, I do.
the
Yeah.
green chum. I love the smell of it. Just sniffing the
I've
can.
seen you smell it. Yeah.
Sniffing a can of chum. You've,
Oh,
yes.
we're
Sniffing
doing-
a can of particularly the green chum.
God forbid Leggy wanted to say something off the bat.
And I think
all right.
actually the emptier the better the can. Like if it's like 3/4 empty or quarter full. No, 3/4 empty because it's going from full to empty. So
Right, yeah.
Up, glass half full, glass half empty. What is it? It
Whichever
depends
way
on
it's on the,
the
way
differential.
to.
Yeah, it depends on the way it's travelling. From full to empty or empty to full. Anyway,
right,
that chum
yeah.
cam, it was going full to empty, about 3/4 empty.
Did you drop
3/4 empty.
acid before we started recording?
But the smell of it, the smell
What's
of the
going on?
dog food with the, I don't know, if it's been oxidised a bit, the metal, just, it's so good.
You like it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
okay.
so good.
Hey, did you murder kittens as a kid or something? You fucking psycho.
Anyway, let me just finish my dog food over here.
Didn't there was an incident with
He drowns
a
kittens.
dead cat?
He
Are we going
drowns
to talk
kittens.
about that?
Yeah. No, he doesn't.
No, dead
Didn't
cat.
someone in your family
Oh,
paint a cat?
A black cat white or a white cat black, I can't remember. Yeah,
And
he
it
died.
licked
It licked
itself
it all
and
paint
died.
off and died.
No.
That's yeah.
Not on purpose. They didn't do it on
Yeah,
purpose.
thanks for bringing it up, Leggy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, kitten drowner.
Yeah.
Anyway, my rant is service stations, right?
Yeah.
Now, you're a coffee drinker, yeah?
Yeah.
You're
I am now.
I choose my.
Did you get onto him?
I choose my service station based on quality of coffee.
Right.
I
okay.
won't fill up at a 7-Eleven.
Benji, you coffee?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is BP the best or?
BP is the best with their Wild Bean Cafe by
All right.
far.
They're service stations, right?
Yeah, I know what you're going to say.
They're
I
not
think.
fucking cafes.
No.
Are they? So my last 2 times I've filled up,
Yeah, I know what you're going to say.
I've stood in line
You're waiting for
for
them
at least
to order all their
5
coffees.
minutes and the dirty old cheese bag behind the counters making coffees
Yeah.
for 3 or 4 other people.
No.
That should
Can't
be a
do
separate
that.
person doing that.
There's
shouldn't
only one person on shift
it? Yeah.
and she's making coffees
Yeah.
and all I want to do is pay for
Pay for
my
fuel.
fuel.
Move on.
Get out.
This
on
is
to
what this
contribute
is.
to
This is
society.
the brand of bloke that I am.
Right.
If I'm ordering a coffee and the petrol station looks busy, I will pay for my petrol, go and move my car to a car park, then go in and get my
Oh,
coffee.
mate, you should get a medal for that. You
I'm saying the last 2 times they've stood there and made coffee and there's been a lineup of 3 or 4 other people, and I've been in that line, just waiting to pay for fuel.
You could make
It's a servo. It's not a fucking cafe.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put your head out your ass, put 2 people on or 3 people on,
Exactly.
and serve the people who are there just for fuel.
Imagine if coffee didn't exist. Like,
No. Do you know what
it's
I like
such
doing?
a massive thing in the world.
I
coffee.
love bookending my life with my 2 addictions. I wake up in the morning and some days I remember,
Only
fuck
2.
yeah, I'm addicted to coffee, I can have
Yeah.
that. And sometimes I forget.
Yeah.
And then in the afternoon, let's have a beer. Just bookend your life with addictions.
I love watching coffee people stress over the coffee situation. Like, is the coffee going to be good? I need a coffee. I can't do this until I've had a
See,
coffee.
I've trained myself to like shit coffee. It's because we had an office once that had no cafes
this
within long distances. So I forced myself to like instant.
It's just like when I tried to get used to your farts so that I wouldn't hate them so much.
Yeah, we went through a program.
Yeah. And I'd be like, yeah, that's good. Yeah, keep it coming. Yeah, oh. Like I'd be wafting it up and I'd be like, yeah, yep. Yeah, that's a
Speaking
good
of-
one.
Now you're a coffee drinker. When we were in Bali, we went on this mountain bike ride, and we stopped at this place where they had the kind of wild cats that eat the coffee beans, shit them out.
Oh, and that's a delicacy.
Yeah.
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 Apparently.
There
That's
you go,
very
for liking
expensive.
What's it
farts
actually
and
done to
coffee.
it? Yeah,
Someone
true.
decided that's very expensive, eating
Yeah.
that, drinking that cat's shit.
Does
I
anyone-
reckon the best coffee is like a surprise coffee.
When
like
someone
people-
brings you a coffee?
Or when you're not supposed to have it. So people like get really concerned about like the flavour and that kind of stuff. I'm like you. I've got used to the shittest coffee.
Yeah, I don't care about
Like
it.
if you're in a tinny in the middle of the ocean and someone goes, "Here's a coffee," it
Yeah.
could be the worst coffee in the world.
It's
But fuck,
still the
it's
best.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's
Yep.
probably like some of the best coffees you have are when you go for a ride or something. You turn up and you go, "Oh, there's a coffee. There's
Yeah.
coffee here."
Yeah.
Wow.
And I guess that's why I'm more pissed off about it the last
You're
2
not a coffee
times, because
person.
I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
drink coffee. Never have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got no time for people being overly obsessed with really good coffee. Like when they're snobbily talking about the best coffee, like, oh, I wouldn't drink that. Like they wouldn't drink it from Wild Bean Cafe. Like you have to get it from the fucking mountainside in Brazil or some shit.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, I have started appreciating good coffee.
I mean,
yeah.
it's
Oh.
I like cafe coffee. I just don't have to go to West End to get it, or else I'm turning my nose up.
What's with the cyclists? So,
I know.
like Spinner, if you're
I
listening,
find it odd.
which you will be. Hey, go Bears.
Bears.
I don't know. He's in Canada.
Go Sporting Pandas.
Like cyclists. Like I would
Yeah.
imagine after you've been on a massive
I'd love a
50k
cold
ride,
I'd love
wouldn't
a
you want
cold
a Powerade
drink.
or something? Not
I'd love a
coffee?
cold drink. Not a fucking boiling hot drink that you have to sip really slowly.
Yeah.
Yeah, at a servo while people are trying to
Yeah.
pay for their fucking fuel.
Were they in Lycra? Because that'll make
Oh.
you even more
I think it
angry.
was too wet today because I did it just this afternoon. I'm like, get the fuck. Anyway, when I was a kid, you go to the servo, you could buy your car parts.
Car parts.
Yeah, you could get
What car
fan
parts?
belts,
Spark,
like all those
spark
kind of
plug.
things that you needed for your car.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
when I was racing Speedway and I was 15, if we needed something, you could
Yeah.
race down the servo and get it. You didn't have
Yeah.
like super cheap auto and those kind of places.
Yeah, true.
And now they're fucking cafes and supermarkets. Anyway, a cranky old man today. So
How good's
anyway.
coffee though?
But good coffee.
good coffee
for
is
you
good.
guys. Yeah, I reckon you should
Have
get
you-
the cat shit one. Get some in.
I'll give it a go.
Yeah.
Speaking of good blokes though, what about the other morning when you woke up at my place and I had a V in the fridge ready
Oh,
for you
yeah.
because I knew you'd need
That's
one?
my coffee.
Had one ready for you.
Yeah, I was
Weren't
yeah.
complaining then, were you?
No, very thrilled. But
Happy-
anyway,
I bought that from a servo.
that's my rant. We can
You weren't
move
holding
on.
anyone up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've got that out of my system now. For,
All right,
for
well
much
done.
better.
Well done.
Having a beer, chatting with you guys, yarning and getting into Studios 12, Hobo Studios, Pullenvale. So, doing. Let's get to what have we been doing? Scoot, what have you been up to?
Just had the gig in Sydney last week, which was good. I went on a boat ride and a plane ride, which was
To
great.
get there, yeah.
Yeah,
So
plane ride to get there.
the boat ride in
Then the
Sydney.
boat ride, Circular Quay. I just love it. I don't know.
Awesome.
Like a ferry from one place to
the
another,
Manly
or an
Ferry.
actual.
It's not called the Manly Ferry anymore. Whatever. It's from Circular Quay to Manly. Go Manly.
Why isn't it called the Manly Ferry?
I think it's like
It's
Sydney Waterways Services, something like
I
that.
think it's a gender thing.
It's a what?
Gender thing.
What?
The man.
And clunk. Okay.
Yeah, fuck. That's taken me way too long.
You're as sharp as a bowling ball. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. I was like standing on the back
bright
of
as
the
a
boat
piston
watching the
candle.
wave.
It was good.
That's awesome. Circular Quay. Every time I go there, it's just so good.
But you
Yeah.
were playing drums. You were playing bass at the gig.
Bass, yeah.
How'd you
professional
go?
bass player. In the calendar, I wrote, because I had to go to the thing, playing bass, which I don't usually play. I wrote Scott playing bass in it. No, Scott away in Sydney as a professional bass player. That was the name of the event.
In your shared calendar with who?
Well, the Aaron.
That's good though. Yeah.
It was good
And it went well. It was pretty good fun. And
Yeah, it was good.
Got another
Yeah.
one on Friday.
Yeah, another on Friday. Yeah.
yeah,
On the
excellent.
bass guitar.
On the bass. Yeah. And it went alright. Didn't break on you or anything. Or
No. Well, the jack needs a bit. It was
Does it?
fine. Like all the practicing and everything. This is for the
Always
stable
right.
mates. I borrowed Leggy's bass
yeah.
for the gig. All gone, all through rehearsal, practicing, no dramas.
Yeah.
Then on stage,
Oh,
it's like started cutting out. I'm like, what?
oh shit.
And I was like, change leads. Nathaniel's like, fucking turned his nose up at my lead. He's like, fucking get a real lead. Gave me his
And a real bass.
$100 lead. And then, like, I was like, look, I bought this about 18 months ago. It's good. It's an Ibanez lead. It's a brand
Should
name
be
lead.
alright.
I
Yeah.
spent money on the lead. Like, I didn't go the cheapest. I got a real lead, all right? And then
Turned out it wasn't the lead.
turned out, and I like plugged his in and it just started working. I was like, okay, fuck, maybe it was a lead. But then, like, I just jiggled a bit. It was the jack on the
jack,
thing.
right.
It was fine as long as I had it in the position. It was fine.
It was-
But,
okay.
yeah. So
Yeah.
we just might need to take that out and have a look at that.
But yeah. Let's do that. Yeah. All right, Jigs.
I'm glad we covered it on this.
Yeah, no, that's
Well,
good.
we went not quite as far. There was no plane ride or boat ride, but we had a gig
Yeah,
as
us
well.
three did a gig. Yeah.
Yeah, we
yeah,
did a
the back of
gig
a
out
truck.
in what
Back of a
was
truck.
the suburb?
Walkaracka.
Walkaracka, which is quite similar to Sydney. It was good though. We played on the back of a truck and had a few beers and
What about the jumping castle? That was there.
yeah, there was a jumping castle.
Inappropriate
It had-
jumping castle?
Yeah, it had cocks all over it. My kids were there too.
Jumping all over
my
it.
9-year-old thought they were mushrooms. And then the next day, she was on the computer in the morning. I said, "What are you doing?" She goes, "I've got a feeling there's something funny about that jumping castle that everyone's not telling me, so I'm Googling it."
What did she Google?
She Googled mushroom jumping castle.
Oh, and did she solve it?
No, she didn't.
Oh,
Oh, dear.
I was wearing a hat, and his son come up and he said, "Can I borrow your hat, Uncle Leggy?" And I said,
Yeah.
"Yeah." So he put it on, and he jumped on one of the shafts of the cocks
And was riding
He was
it
riding
like
like
a
a cowboy. Yeah, he's taking his
There is something unsettling about seeing your 9-year-old daughter riding a cock on a jumping castle.
thinking it's a mushroom.
Yeah, they were all on there, but that was fun.
Yeah, it was a good gig. Yeah, good to blow the cobwebs out and
Yeah, it's been a
play a
while.
few. Yeah.
Yeah, and then we met a guy who once ran for mayor of Ipswich, and he apparently got 10,000 votes
Yeah, that's crazy, huh?
in an election where I think the winner got 35,000,
They were loose.
and he was the drunkest man in Australia.
Yeah.
He could
They
have been
were-
leading our country.
They were
Slash
Ipswich.
neighbouring city.
They were dishing out lap dances to anyone who wanted one or didn't want
The
one.
mayor, the former potential
The
mayor.
potential mayor,
And
yeah,
his mate, yeah,
former
they were
potential
dirty
mayor.
dancing with each other.
Yeah.
And, oh, yeah, it was
It was
Call him,
wild.
Yeah.
FPM.
Former potential
Yeah.
mayor. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I do think the highlight of that gig was getting home, though.
Oh,
No, the trip home. So we
Yeah.
finished the gig and then we had to kind of pack everything in the car, and we decided to take your brother as well.
It was a tight fit on the way out there.
yeah. And so
Without
you
him.
did a great job, like you getting it all in there.
We were, the whole time Leggy was packing the car, we were watching him going, he can't do it.
You're not getting
Ben
that
and I
done.
were like, he can't do it. He's not going to get it done.
Yep.
And then he got it done. We all high-fived and celebrated Leggy. And then my brother goes, "Oh, my massive fucking esky over there as well, Legs." Well, you're
he had to
nursing
nurse
that.
it, didn't he?
Yeah, we'll put that on socials, the photo
Yeah,
of him
do
nursing
that.
it. It was
We're
quite
all
funny.
jammed in.
Yeah, it was a tight squeeze on the way home. I farted on the way home too.
Oh, yes, it smelled like dog
yeah,
shit.
that smelled like chum.
Yeah, you just got to try to like it. You just got to try to like it.
It was awful.
Well, because I used to sit next to him at work, and you just fart all the time, or in your car, and I just
He's
thought,
a known farter.
I just thought, if this is what my life is going to be, being around him, I just got to try to like it and like train myself to like it. It didn't work. I tried really hard.
Yeah, I think that's the same for me. The gig, that was fun.
Yeah, it was.
Rained most of the week, so if you can, it's still dropping
Yeah.
a bit now. If you
It's raining.
I wonder if you
that
can hear the rain now, can
stable mates, yeah, that's what it is.
Bit of ambience.
Yeah,
That won't hurt you.
Ambiance.
and so I haven't been able to do much work, so it's kind of backlogging with the rain. But anyway, we'll
yeah.
get there. Yeah. So, all right. Well, let's move on to sports. We are the world champions in
Yeah.
one-day cricket.
Who'd have
not,
thought?
not according to the Indian fans.
Aren't they
Like,
cranky?
so they were the better team apparently.
Oh,
Even
well,
though
leading up to it, they were.
They definitely were the whole
Yeah.
World Cup.
And I heard
Not
saw
on the one that
presentation, and they even booed the umpires. Well, the
Oh,
umpires
yeah.
lost
had
by
Umpires didn't do
shitloads.
anything wrong.
Yeah.
There wasn't
That's
even
my
a
shit
controversial call.
Steve Smith
No, that's
wasn't even out when he got out.
Yeah. It is
That's right,
religion.
yeah.
So, like, if anything, yeah.
Yeah.
It is like religion over there. Like,
Yeah.
they've done well not to murder anyone.
Well, they got
Ima-
couple
Like,
of
like in the soccer.
couple of the
imagine,
wags got really on social media were getting hammered.
Oh, they should have. I'm surprised they
England.
didn't leave them.
imagine rigging a whole World Cup.
Can't even win a World Cup.
Imagine rigging the whole World Cup, doctoring it all, and then still losing it.
Doctoring it all with the
What, with the
pitches.
pitches? yeah. Just making roads.
No, I meant the Aussie wags.
Oh, right.
The
oh,
Indian-
they were copping it.
Yeah, big time. Yeah, like
Oh.
Travis Head's missus and a few of the others partners
Right.
were getting hammered by the Indian fans. Yeah.
Bring back Lara Bingle. Bring back
She'd
Bingle.
sort them out. It was a great game. Kind of smothered them, hey. Just kind of smothered them, hey. It was good. I stayed up and watched it.
It was
excellent.
they were never in it.
No.
Like, it was our first decent bowling effort of the entire
Yeah.
tournament.
I've said it before, I'll say it again. One day cricket is so much better than 2020 cricket.
Yeah, well,
Like, you look at that Maxwell innings from, was it semi-final? Or was it the one before that? But,
Yeah.
like, you can't, like, there's risk involved.
Yeah.
You can't just go tonk it with
Yeah.
no consequence.
Yeah, that's right.
There's a consequence if you get out.
you also said there's too much cricket, and that was proven when we went straight into that 2020 series after the World Cup.
Oh, yeah.
And Travis Head looked hungover as fuck
Yeah.
walking out onto the pitch.
He would have been, yeah.
He was hungover as fuck. There's too much cricket.
Yeah.
Like,
Get rid
they
of the
should,
2020s.
the World Cup goes on for months. Give him a break.
There should be
Don't
no
go- who cares about
2020 World Cup. Should be hit and giggle as an opening thing for the actual cricket.
I am not at all excited
And the Big
about
Bash.
the Big Bash starting. I mean, it's something to watch.
I don't mind the Big Bash. That's got
I
a
don't know.
place. Like, it's take the family.
It's good for the
fireworks,
kids.
All that. But real cricket, one day, and Test match. Test match ultimate.
Yeah.
One day is a good World
Yep.
Cup format.
Maybe we'll just crank old bastards again, and yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we like. But obviously
Maybe-
the figures and the sponsors and all that are liking the hit and giggle.
Well, it brings a
And
new audience in 2020. That's the thing. It because everyone says, unless you're a cricket passionate person, Test cricket is not marketable anymore with the attention spans of the young people these days. So 2020 is a marketable product
Yeah,
because
3
it's
hours,
over
you're
in
done,
3
dusted,
hours.
yeah. Yeah.
So I get it, but it's not good cricket.
What about if they made it 6 wickets instead of 10
Six.
or 11
What do you mean?
for 2020? Like, you want to shorten the game. If you shorten the number of wickets that you need to get, like the 6 batters bat, you know what I mean?
You make it shorter than 2020.
No, so for 2020, okay, if you want a game that goes for however long,
3 hours.
3 hours or
Yeah.
whatever, yes, but have less batsmen available. So at least if you get out, there's not 10 batters or 11 batters that can have a crack.
So you're
It's
not
like
honking every
you can't.
ball.
You're still not going
Yeah.
to tonk every ball. There's 20 overs and you got 5 or 6 batsmen who.
I mean, again, you're removing, like, the other part of it that's marketable is the spectacle of just hitting the shit out of every ball.
Yeah.
yeah.
So
I
If you want to
guess.
shorten the game, I've said it once and I'll say it again. 2 balls.
Basketball.
Yeah, get it over
2
and done
balls.
with.
2020, 2 balls.
Maybe they're bowling from each end at the same time.
That's good.
That would be great.
Imagine the follow through as a bowler. There's another fast bowler coming
Oh,
One's
fucking
a left
hell.
armour, and you're going straight
Yeah.
towards each other.
Innovation, that's how you solve these
That,
things.
mate, I love it. Right, that's a great idea. We'll move on to the supercars. Brody Kostecki won the championship for the first time. I watched it on replay, but as he was celebrating, chucking a burnout down the straight at the Adelaide, they put the trophy in the middle of the track, and he's doing this massive burnout,
Oh.
and he missed it.
Oh,
Probably-
really?
Oh, it was so close. You've got to see.
So
the
was it on a
replay.
stand?
It's on a stand,
And he just came in hot.
yeah. Well, see, last year,
That would have been
Gisbergen won
gold.
it, and he was chucking donuts around the trophy.
Oh, okay.
And then he well, that was close. And then he jammed his boot onto the. He drove up to the fence, jammed his boot on the accelerator in gear, and jumped up on the top of the car while the car's still doing the burnout.
Oh.
It was fucking awesome. And then
That's
he
cool.
done donuts around the trophy on the stand. But this year, Kostecki, I think he went and tried to do the same thing.
He fucked it.
Lost it, and the arse end of his car nearly smacked the trophy.
Oh, that
over.
would have been gold.
Yeah, it was a classic. And another thing from it, Matt Payne, he's 21, I think, Kiwi driver, won his first race on the Sunday.
Yeah, cool.
And then his stablemate is Dave Reynolds, who came
yep.
third, I think.
Yep.
So they interviewed Dave Reynolds, and they said, "Oh, what do you think of Matt Payne?" And he said, "I know he looks like he's not all there, but he is." And everyone was like,
You can't say that.
"Oh, no, like,
Not a compliment.
That's so gold.
because he looks like, I guess he looks normal, but Dave Reynolds goes, he doesn't look like it. He doesn't look like he's all there, but he actually
I'd take
is.
that. If someone said that about me, I'd be like,
But
that's a
live
compliment.
TV, it's like, oh fuck, man, he just won his first. But
Oh, that's
Yeah.
so good. Well
so that
played.
was pretty cool. So no more car racing. I think the Formula One was
Yeah, they're all done. Yeah, that's finalised for the year now.
that Verstappen. Well,
Yeah, destroyed him. He won. He led 1,000 laps,
true.
which is the highest anyone's ever led in a championship. Yeah,
That's
crazy.
Speaking of
crazy.
Formula One, I'm not sure this is insensitive to bring up, but fill me in. Michael Schumacher, is he still in a coma?
No, he's
No.
not in a coma, but he's not.
I think it's
well,
assisted breathing, isn't it? Or something like
I
that.
don't know. Yeah, he's got big problems.
So is he awake?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, but he's non-verbal. He can't talk.
Yeah.
Brutal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's from a
So what's
ski
going to
man.
happen? That's
Oh.
it?
Yeah, I think so.
Just
Surely-
like that for yeah.
Yeah, people like because the family's very secretive about where he is.
Yeah.
But like a lot of Formula One celebrities go and visit him and they talk a little bit about it. But yeah, he watches the races apparently.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well, we're
So
going
there's
to move on
quality
to
of life there.
a controversial one. Giddy,
Oh.
Josh Giddy, and the alleged underage lady
Yeah.
who
So give
Has
me
he
a background on who this
fucked-
guy is.
He is.
Plays the basketball?
He's the basketball.
he's
the
an Aussie basketballer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Marge Simpson. Be the basketball. Here comes the shark attack. He's a young kid. What is he? 21, and he plays for Oklahoma City.
Yep.
And
Aussie boy.
He's an Aussie
So
boy.
how good is he?
He's great.
Yeah, the thing about he's awesome.
What
He's
position does he play?
he's a guard.
And what does that do again?
And he's fuck up.
Bring the ball down and set up the plate.
Now you're interested. He's in the starting
short one?
five, and he's shut up.
Is
He's
it the short one, the guard?
he's not that short. I think he's
But the
six,
position.
6 or something.
seven.
Is guard the short position?
Generally, yeah.
Can be-
Sometimes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like Pitt,
But
Paddy
he-
Mills, like you,
Yeah.
Petty him.
We love Paddy.
Yeah. You go. So he's playing the basketball. He's in the middle. He's short, not as short as he could be, but he could be short and play that position. It wouldn't be any advantage to him anyway, being tall. So he may as well just be any height because there's no advantage in being tall in basketball, as Jiggles says. And yeah,
Anyway, yeah, so he's in a. I haven't
Yeah.
heard any more since we talked about it. Has any more come to light on it? Or-
No, but the reason I'm so gutted about it is
well, explain what's happened. So there's an under.
he's been
he's linked
there's
with an underage
a
girl.
girl who's 15, I think 15,
Yeah.
has released some videos online claiming that she slept with him and claiming that it looked like she was trying to make her boyfriend jealous, saying, "Oh yeah, Josh fucked me" and all that kind of stuff. So we're hopeful still that it's just a bit of that shit going on. But in any case, it doesn't look good. Heaps of videos of him partying with her and not wearing a shirt and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So it doesn't look good. What's painful about it is Ben Simmons, who's the other Australian basketballer, plays for Brooklyn. He's a star. So he's but he's also a little bit of a knob. So
Yeah.
and what's good is we all wanted Ben Simmons to be successful, and we're all like, "Oh, come on, just stop being a knob.
Just
We
like
want you to be our guy in this sport." But then it got to the point where we were like, okay, fuck Ben Simmons. We don't need him. We got Josh Giddey.
Yeah.
We can all just get behind Josh Giddey. His jersey sales are through the roof.
Yeah.
And now this shit happens. And it's just gutting. I hope it comes out that it's not right.
Yeah. It's like Paddy Mills is such an ambassador for Australian basketball as well.
Yeah,
and
he's
we want
our
the
new
young up-and-comers
Yeah,
to
he's
follow.
going to
And,
be our new guy.
yeah.
But like, it's
Yeah.
becoming an international sport. Like in the NBA, there's so many international players now. It used to be Luke Longley was our Australian.
That was it, yeah.
It's in the
and that was
Bulls.
it.
Yeah,
he was
he
in
was
the Bulls.
Bulls,
He was
yeah.
in the Dynasty Bulls. And then following that, we had a few people who got in there. Then Paddy Mills.
Yeah.
Then we had Delhi.
Did Gazy do
Yeah.
anything?
Gazy was in there for 1 or 2 seasons.
Yeah.
Then we had Delhi, and Delhi was
Steve.
huge. Delhi won a ring with LeBron.
Yep.
But now there's a heap of them. But Giddey was our starting 5.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
there's
it's-
Ingles as well. He's
Yeah, it's a shame.
star,
but
but hopefully, but doesn't look good.
yeah.
It's not a good look.
Yeah, and there's been instances over all the years of high-profile sports people
Yeah.
where they've been sucked into stuff
Yeah.
and they're innocent.
Oh, yeah.
But there's also
yeah.
been times when they're fucking guilty.
Yeah,
So,
that's
yeah.
right. There's a lot of the revenge, like the people trying to get a paycheck out of someone they know they can, so they'll have a crack at it. But when it's real, I'll ask you this. Like, obviously it's awful. Like, it's really awful.
Yeah.
Like a 15-year-old
everyone
girl, all
involved,
that
yeah.
kind of stuff. And no one should ever do it. But I'll ask you this. A 21-year-old who is earning, don't know what he's on, 20 million, something like that.
he's on more than that,
Yeah,
isn't he?
30
Yeah.
million, something like that.
Heaps, yeah.
Could have any girl that he wants at 21 years of age.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Could have any girl he wants.
The photo I saw, he looks off his chops.
He did look, yeah.
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 Yeah, he looked like a half-sucked mango. And I was thinking,
That is a
what's
big thing in the
going on
NBA,
here?
the young kids with the disposable income, because there was Ja Morant that was waving the gun around in the strip club,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
and he did it 3 times. He got suspended because he waved a gun around in a strip club, and then 6 months later, he did it again.
yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, hopefully it all...
All right, well, let's get on
Yeah.
to what the fuck moments. Have you got one? I got one.
I got one.
That goes with the World Cup in India. How well do you reckon this will go down in Australia? No alcohol
At the World Cup final,
at the games,
none at all.
at the stadiums.
I'm not going.
None at all.
What about coffee?
Every game. No
this
alcohol at the
at
stadiums.
India?
In India.
Was that the go?
All games, all stadiums,
Was that, I thought
no
that was
alcohol.
a different event. Was that the wasn't there an UAE event? Was that where was the Women's World Cup? No, that was Australia. Was there something before that at UAE?
Yeah, that was the...
With
it
a similar
soccer?
situation.
Was it? Yeah.
Something.
What was the reason for there not being
I don't
alcohol
know.
in India?
How crazy are they without it? Imagine them with it.
Oh yeah, they'd be
So maybe
vomiting
that's
everywhere.
why.
Their tolerance wouldn't
I'm
be
not
built
sure.
up.
What's the go?
What is there? Is it?
I don't know the reasons behind it, but maybe it's their policies there because of the crowd behaviour or something like that. So, but I went, because I looked at the crowd and I went, is there? You know, normally you see the Aussies there and they'll have a beer or something.
There'd be
maybe
a beer snake.
beer snake and that.
Yeah.
And I googled it and I went, no alcohol in any of the stadiums for the World Cup. And I don't know whether it's the stadiums all the time or it was just for the World
Yeah, I
Cup.
don't know.
130,000 sober people. That's my worst nightmare.
Yeah. Anyway, that's my what the fuck moment. What do you got?
I got one.
Yeah.
My local golf club. It's a very small golf club.
Yeah.
They've just released new golf polo shirts with their logos on it, which is really cool. I saw it and I'm like,
Sounds-
oh yeah, I'll contribute
Sounds
to the club. or
perfectly
something.
reasonable. They should do that. They
Yeah,
have done it.
he's in a mood. He's in a fucking mood. Now, that's really cool. I thought,
Yeah.
I'll get one. $85
For a
Hang on,
polo,
for a golf polo shirt. Now, I
off.
would pay,
They're gonna
like,
make
I
money.
understand $85 for a Nike or an Under Armour or something like a Oakley golf shirt. I'll rip off, buy them on special. But Brisbane River Golf Club, yeah, I'm going to shame you.
yeah, not a shame. Yeah.
$85 for a golf shirt.
Fuck
And it's just a white polo shirt with BRGC on
Is it made by a brand?
Is that it?
Oh, I'm sure it is, but you can't sell that for $85.
Yeah,
Jeez.
it's a bit much. Yeah.
Anyway.
I know why
That
it'd be
floored
worth
me.
that if there's a back on the horse. If Cletus is on there, it's worth 85.
Yeah, fucking oath.
But
That'd
if
be great.
not,
Yeah. Anyway, there you go. That just pissed me off.
Oh,
Grumpy old man.
wow.
That's our
Have you
fifth,
got a what the fuck?
fifth or sixth grumpy old man for the
I
episode.
don't think so. Like, what's happening? Like, I mean, do
Oh yeah, consult the list.
You've got a list.
you want me to get the list?
Oh, the
Oh,
list.
well, you can if you like,
Okay.
but we
Just
can
wait.
move on to the next one
What?
while you have a look at it.
Well,
we got near-death experience.
Okay. Well, I mean, do you want me to look at the list now?
I've
if
got
you
another.
want.
I got another one.
Oh, here's
another
one.
one.
Like,
Yeah,
I don't know if I should read this out on the potty though.
just do it. Controversy
gonna-
gets listeners, mate.
So-
Let's just get into it.
I don't
why
know.
are seat belts salty, and why do I know that they are? There's two questions. I guarantee you know they're salty as well.
I
don't
do.
you?
I do. I put one in my mouth. It's salty. Why are
Yes.
they salty? Is
Is
it
it
sweat?
sweat related?
Yeah,
I think
I
it's just.
guess, but you know they're salty, don't
I
you?
haven't really thought about
I
it.
do know
Yeah.
they're
Yeah,
salty.
they're definitely. There's a tang to them. There's a real
It's
tang.
a salty tang.
Yeah,
Salty
Yeah.
tang.
Why do I know that?
car
seatbelt
jerky. That's
tang.
what we call it.
Oh,
And you can't stop. It's like putting your tongue on the tip of a battery. You can't stop yourself.
I guess.
Can you?
Jesus. Wow, okay. Well,
Now-
there you go. They're all stablemates out there. Suck on your seatbelt. Give it a go. Let us know what you think.
I don't
Stay
know if I
hydrated, though.
We might need to cut this. If you hear anything after this, it made it. Now, we got a friend who used to work in the prison system.
Okay.
So we are back.
So, and we're back. Did it make the cut?
That is
Oh.
unbelievable.
If it made the cut, it's unbelievable. If it didn't, then you didn't miss much.
You missed a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, you missed some wild
Yeah.
shit.
Okay.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right.
Follow that.
Near-death experiences. We've had a couple. You nearly got belted with the golf ball. Just missed you. You had to drop to the ground.
Yeah, just kick the legs
Oh.
out from under me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Before we move on, just on the golf thing, you know how this dickhead over here bangs on about why a 10-pin bowling guy can't get, or girl, can't get a strike every time?
Yeah.
And what was the other one we had last episode, or two
Free
episodes?
throws.
Free throws? Why basketball
gotta
can't
do
get
that.
Why
And
they
then
hitting high- more
I
free
said, well, why can't Federer get every forehand
And I
in?
said it's not a static sport.
It's not static. Serving is.
Serving. Yeah.
Yeah, serving is. But
But he's not getting every serve in.
what I'll say about serving is, compared to 10-pin bowling or free throw, 10-pin bowling and free throw, it's binary. You either got the thing, so you got the 10 pins down, or you didn't. You got the free throw in, or you didn't. With a tennis serve, you're pushing it to the limit of that line, and he can choose to take an extra bit of risk. I'm going to serve it with some curve, and it's just going to nick the line, and it's going to be hard.
So, take away the receiver.
Yep.
You think Federer could get 200 from 200 first serves in?
Well, depending on
A
how
decent
far he's going
pace.
to push that speed, how far he's going to push the line, get 200 for 200 in the square. I'd get 200 from 200 in the square.
Even with
Bullshit.
even with
You
fatigue?
I would. Like,
No, you
just
wouldn't.
just lobbing it in.
No, you wouldn't.
Fuck off, I
You
would.
fucking wouldn't. We're doing this. I know we
Okay.
said we're going to do the
Do
free
that.
throw thing.
Do the free
We got to
throw.
do a
Tennis.
whole
200
weekend
from
of
200.
testing
How
scooters.
am
All
I
three of
missing
us.
it?
All three of us
How
have
am I
go.
missing?
Have a
You're
go.
missing. I would miss.
But
I'm better at tennis than you.
I'm just going to lob it. I'm just going to go, doing.
No, you would miss
You'll
one.
hit the net. Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll
you
do a
would miss it.
pentathlon or something. Just line them all
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
Go from one to the
And
next one.
again with fatigue. I've talked to many
200
people
serves
about
a lot,
this since
yeah.
we released that episode, and no one understands why you can't understand fatigue.
I understand it. I'm just saying.
It's not good enough.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You dedicate your life to a sport. You can't get 90% from that line.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't
no,
understand it.
No, they can't.
You can't get 10 pins down from
No,
that
they
line.
can't.
It doesn't happen in surgery. If you're a
Yeah,
doctor.
exactly.
Yeah, but they're not fucking fatigued. They're well
Mentally.
rested.
Well, some of them.
They're well rested.
Mentally. But what were we just talking about? The serves. I don't know. I'm getting 200. I'm getting a lot of those serves in. It's completely different. A serve, there's so many degrees of how far you can push that with pace and closeness to the line. Federer can do 200 serves in a row into the square if he's not trying to push it to the absolute limit of. Whereas free throw, it's in or it's not. 10-pin bowling, they're down or they're not.
I don't reckon Federer could get 200 in a row.
Yes, if he's not
With
pushing that at all.
taking the pace off it.
Sorry, without taking the pace off it.
No, if he took
If
a
he
bit
took
of
it
the
off.
pace
Fucking
off
oath he could.
Yeah.
I mean, if he lollied it,
Well, yeah, lolly. Like, I reckon I nearly could.
but also Steph Curry's getting 1,000 in a row from the free throw line. Did you see that video where he got 100 and something
I thought he was only doing
3-pointers in a row?
90%.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I thought he was
Yeah, but that's
doing
with
90 in the free
fatigue.
throws.
He's
Yeah.
92%.
I thought he said he had 1,000 in a row.
If there was no fatigue and he was just lollipopping the fucking things in
you know,
and stuff.
The
Take
crowd
away the
behind him
game.
waving their shit and trying
Yeah,
to put
take
trophies.
away the game.
I'm happy with his
Situation.
percentage, by the way. 90%.
You're
that
not
seems-
happy with...
That seems reasonable. I'm not happy with 50%. That's dog shit.
Yeah.
Fubbard can probably get more than 50%.
No, you can.
Yeah.
No one knows who Fubbard is. You keep doing
I
that.
reckon I could too. Get
No,
over
we're
50.
gonna
That's what
test that.
We're going to do it.
Anyway, we've reverted back to 2 episodes ago. Sorry, I just wanted to talk about the serving
Yeah.
thing.
All right,
Keep
let's
going.
go near-death experiences. You've got one, another one. The
Okay,
golf ball.
NDEs. I reckon I had, I had one when I was younger, like in what would it have been, like 12, something like that. 11. One of my friends, Colin, bless him, still alive and well, bless him though,
Yep.
still.
You ruined the story.
Why?
Oh, near-death experience.
No, Colin, he's still alive.
He's still-
Yeah. And I'm
And so are
obviously-
you.
I'm so am I. And it's literally called near death. Like,
You want a drink, Benji, while he's up?
that'd be great.
So him and his family, I don't know if you've got the long version or the short version, I'll give you the medium. So him and his family, they grew up in South Africa. South Africa in the 90s was a hard place to leave.
Right.
Late 80s, early 90s, like,
Yep.
I don't know, government stuff, I don't know exactly the details. It's hard to get your money out of South Africa.
Right.
So they, instead of trying to get their money out, they decided to spend all their money on building a yacht,
Yep.
like building a boat, and sail that thing out of South
Out of there.
Africa,
Get out.
get out,
Apartheid.
then sell it, or whatever their plan was. So they sold it to America, then they came to Australia, blah, 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 became friends with him, and then they decided they wanted to get their yacht back from America to Australia. So they sailed it all the way. So this is in grade 6, I think I was, and he was. He went back, and then we decided to meet him on his way back. Our family decided when they hit Fiji in their yacht, we'll fly over there, and it'll be all roses and like no near-death experiences or anything, and like everything will be happy.
They never planned. Really? Yeah.
So we went over there, and it was cool. It was really good. And I loved driving the yacht had a dinghy thing with I think it was a 30 horsepower or something on it, one of those rubber ones.
Yeah.
30 horsepower in the back. So me and Colin would just burn around in it, do tubing, all that
And you
sort
had
of
plenty
stuff.
of fuel and weren't getting washed away and had to use the oars to...
Yeah,
for us to
yeah,
get
it was
you.
fine.
And
Yeah,
if,
we
and if
had
that
I'm
did
sure-
happen, they would have helped
I'm
him.
sure someone would help. The party I was with would have helped.
Yeah,
Not
yeah,
another
decent
unrelated-
They
people.
weren't your good mates. Giving you shit. Yeah.
Yeah, you must have really been upset when I said I moved my car so that others can get their coffee, but I won't help you when you've run out of petrol.
Yeah, I know. I was upset. I'm
Yeah,
just
anyway, you're in the
I was
dinghy.
thinking when you're telling that story how good a guy you're painting yourself to be. And I'm just thinking of all the shit. And I'm like,
Oh, I've done some shit. Yeah, because you're innocent.
yeah, I know. All right, we're all happy families, right? I just spilled my drink. Anyway, where was I? Sorry. So we're in Fiji.
You're in Fiji.
We're in
It
Fiji.
nearly got ugly.
We're in Fiji. Been around the boat, and I loved driving this thing because I don't think I've ever driven a boat before. So I'm pretty confident pretty quickly on it. And the adults, so my parents and his parents, would go to the mainland. Like the boat, our yacht was, let's call it 200 meters from the land. So we dropped the parents off so they could have what I realize
the
now was
piss.
a boozy night. Like, yeah. So they they wanted us to come pick them up at, I don't know, 9 o'clock or something like that.
Yeah.
So we went to go pick them up in the little dinghy thing. Picked them up. I was driving because I thought I was cool and I could drive the thing. Showed my parents I can drive this. Then on the way back from the land to the yacht
With the parents.
with the parents in the thing, I was in the thing, just driving it. But we forgot, and I guess this is on us, the kids, we forgot to bring a torch with us. Like a fucking pitch black. So we just drove that boat by
Straight.
moonlight, I don't know, like to the land. And then we had to find it back to the boat. And so we didn't have the torch, so we're just driving along in the boat. And then I still remember, like, it all happened in slow motion. I could kind of see this something up in the distance, and then it flashed to, like, it was getting closer. Like, it was like still frames,
Yeah.
and it was another boat, and they didn't see us. It was a pretty, like,
Because you were, yeah.
they were coming pretty fast as well, kind of coming
They
towards
wouldn't
us.
have heard you then because
They couldn't see us. They couldn't,
Yeah.
and it was just coming towards us. So I saw it. Then in my mind, there's another still frame of it, like 10 meters closer.
Yeah.
Then 10 meters closer. Then the next one, that boat is hitting my face.
Fuck.
They just ran into us. They didn't see us.
Wow.
And like that boat hit my face. My dad was in front of me, and he kind of like pushed it a bit, and it diverted into, like, it would have been worse if he hadn't have done it.
I thought he pushed you into it.
No. So he kind of diverted the boat, so it kind of glanced my face. Anyway, so that was.
Did you fall out of the boat you were in?
No, I kind of got pushed back. I would have fallen into the motory shit, like where the prop was and everything. But yeah, no, it was all good in the end. But that was getting hit in the face with a boat. So
Well, mine's water-based as well. Back in, I don't know what year it was, pre-kids. Anyway, we were up, is it Cairns or Townsville? Cairns, I think. And we decided to, the night before, actually, I got another story. I got up and played with the house band. Anyway, that was fun. At Jono's Blues Bar in Cairns, which is a well-known one. I think Jono's still around up there busking. Anyway, a bit hungover. Anyway, so whitewater rafting.
it
It had been pissing. It had been
nothing
pissing.
could possibly go wrong.
No, been pissing down rain, so there was a lot of water. It was really quick, and they'd let. I think there's a dam above there, and they'd let some water out. Anyway, we were in the last raft, and the guy was one of them typical. He's really charismatic, and he's like, "We're going to tip the boat, and you're all going to get wet, and you're going to have
tour
fun."
guide, like
the tour guide
yeah.
who's controlling it. And there's because there's tourists and all that, and he's trying to,
Show off.
pick up that night, So, they all are like that. Yeah, I always want to be a tour guide. But anyway, we're going down. They said, and there's a few safety measures, and they said, down the bottom, I can't remember the exact name of it, and it's, I think it was Devil's Throat. So
Nothing could go wrong there.
Anyway, so I started calling it Monica Lewinsky. so he's like, this guy's a bit
Full
of fun.
Lewinsky.
So,
Perfect.
Anyway, we're going down, and he wanted to tip us, so we deliberately tipped it going down one of the rapids, right? So it's going fucking fast. And anyway, he said, don't worry, if you get down the bottom, there's a bit of a calm area where all the boats in front will wait for you to grab you before Devil's Throat.
Yeah.
Before Monica. Anyway, the others had clung to the raft, and three of us hadn't, and I was one of them.
And you're not known for your swimming.
I'm not a
abilities.
great swimmer.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. Yeah, we had life jackets on and helmets,
Yeah.
so I didn't need the helmet because my head's fucked anyway. So, where you're going over the rocks and you see the rock coming up, and you think they tell you just to lay back. And you see the rock coming up, you think you're going to hit it, it's going to hurt, but they're so rounded from the water, so you just sort of slide over them. It's pretty cool, and we're going down like this. And then Jess got picked up, and then there was a young girl, she was like 14 or 15, was in just her and I left. And we're going down these things, and she was getting close to a boat, and I give her a kick in the back, not hard, just pushed her over out of the rapids bit, and they grabbed her. And then they saw me coming, that down in the quiet bit with the boats there to grab anyone before Monica. So anyway, these two boats come in like this, and I'm thinking, oh, good, and they hit each other and bounced off, and I went straight in between them, straight down this.
You went down Devi T's.
Yep. And it's like, and
You were full Clinton.
I was full Clinton. Yeah.
Straight down the
There's
throat.
no fucking cigars in sight. What about that photo of Bill Clinton? And they go, the younger generation doesn't know there's two people in this picture.
Yeah, that's gold.
He's
Sitting at the
his
desk at the Oval Office,
Anyway, so I'm under the water, and it's just keeping me down. And I'm trying to get to the side and over, and it's loud, like it's fucking loud. And I'm not a great swimmer, and I'm thinking, what can I do here? And they're all sort of panicking a bit because they're going, oh, fuck, he's in Monica, So or devil's throat, whatever they were calling it. And then I kind of found a footing, and I was trying to push myself up. So I'd had like one breath before I went down. I'm thinking, so I pushed up and I got a little bit of a breath and a bit of water, and it sucked me back down again. And I'm like going, oh, fuck, what do I do here? And I found that footing again. I pushed myself up to I think it was to the left. I can't remember. It was 15 odd years ago. And I actually got out, and then I sort of grabbed onto a rock or something, pulled myself up, and I was out of it. And they're all like going, you're right. I'm going, what fucking happened? The boat's thing like this. And then we had a barbecue and got pissed, so it was fine. So, it was pretty scary, like under that water and not being able to get up. The life jacket was trying. I was trying.
Yeah.
And
that's what I think about things like that. That's why whitewater rafting, something like that, I would just be hesitant because they're not in control of that situation.
That's right.
That's nature.
Yeah.
Like bungee jumping, full control. You got the rope, you got the maths of how far it's going to go and all that. Whereas they don't know what.
Yeah, but what about skydiving? Because they're in control of the parachute, but there's still factors like landing and.
Yeah, true.
Well, I've actually skydived. It was 12,000 feet. When it was for my 30th birthday, and went up, and there was a Japanese lady, I think, who had hired the camera, like not just the camera on the wrist of the tandem guy, but an actual camera on the helmet. So, and we get up to height, so it was just me and her jumping with the tandem people, obviously. And anyway, I'm like thinking, oh, it's cool, I'm not going to be right. And they opened the fucking door, and I went, holy shit, we're actually doing this. Like, and you're looking out, and the wind coming in, and this person who was filming it had the camera on their helmet, jumped out onto the wing, and looked back into the plane. So the tandem guy shuffled over with the Japanese lady on it. So he's here on the wing. They're sitting with legs dangling out of the plane, and they're doing the 1, 2, 3, and they drop like that together. And old mate goes, right, we're up, and he's shuffling me across because I'm strapped to him, dick in the back. Anyway, we get to the end. And
that's not
legs
normal.
are dangling.
That's his name.
That's an unnecessary detail.
Dick in the back.
It could have been a buckle, something hard. Anyway.
Oh, shit.
So we do the thing, and he goes, you ready? And we jump out, and you have to fold your arms. And then, but I think I was heavier than he thought. And then, so I'd rolled him over. We were falling like this. I was looking up in the sky.
You didn't see any of the scenery.
Like, oh, this is great.
At least it's not raining.
So he finally rolled me over, and he taps you to open your arms up.
Yeah.
And so you open your arms, come down, fine. It was a blast, like full-on adrenaline rush.
Yeah.
And anyway, we packed up and got going, and then other people went up to jump. But when we were leaving, one of them landed in a gum tree. Like, there was a fucking parachutist in a gum tree, and I'm like, if I'd have seen that this morning, there's no fucking way would have been there. So I had the ambulance and everyone there, and fucking parachute. And this is at Coralbin now.
Are they just like clinging to it like Blinky Bill? Just
Yeah,
waiting
it
for
was, it was a solo jumper. It wasn't a tandem person.
Yeah,
It was
okay.
just so I was stuck in the gum tree. Anyway, you want a near-death experience?
Well, far out after that. I don't know if it's near death. Like, Tash nearly fell in the Grand Canyon.
Oh, that's right.
She slipped and nearly got it done. No, she slipped and grabbed onto her, so that was pretty close. I haven't had a near-death experience. I did have an incident when I was 10 where I was in the car with Mum and we were pulling into my uncle's driveway, and all of a sudden this car pulled in behind us and followed us up the driveway and he looked like really agitated, and Mum locked me and my brother in the car and said, don't get out, I'm going to go see what's going on. And this guy was panicking, and he said to my mum, I'm the head of the local fire station, there's some guys chasing me, they're trying to kill me, I need you to call the police. And Mum was just like, look, get off the property. She was panicking, like, get off the property. Didn't believe him, just get away. I've got 2 young children, I don't want this to happen. Anyway, all of a sudden a car pulled up at the bottom of the driveway, and 2 guys got out with metal baseball bats, ran up the driveway, and my mum panicked, got us out, and the fire guy came into the house with us, and we locked ourselves in the house, and they belted the living fuck out of his car.
Wow.
Like, belted it, like, 100 times, completely fucked his car. Then they came to the back door and they were trying to kick the back door in. Had, 10, 15 kicks at this thing, trying to kick it in. And I remember my mum standing there holding the doorknob and just yelling at these guys, "Get away, we've called the police,
Was
get
Robbie there?
away." Yeah, he was in the other room calling the police. And
Jesus.
suddenly they just stopped. And they went back down to their car. And my uncle and I went down on, I don't know why I left the house, I probably shouldn't have, but I went down onto the front porch with my uncle because he was going to see where they were. All of a sudden they started turfing bricks up from the bottom, and one hit him in the leg and cut his leg open real bad. Anyway, so they left and the cops all turned up and stuff. But my mum was we went and looked at the car and it was just belted to smithereens, this thing. And my mum was just so grateful she got us out of the car because if they had a crash, there was a baby seat on the back seat of this car. So, and he was so lucky he didn't have his baby with him.
Was it a road rage incident? Or
Yeah, it was a road rage that went bad.
Okay.
But they caught these guys. They went to jail for 3 or 4 years or something like that. Had a long string of stuff. But so not near death, but I was young and it was New Year's Eve. I remember it was New Year's Eve because that night I couldn't sleep. And I remember getting up at midnight and watching the fireworks with my mum. But I threw up all night.
Well, you would have.
From the traumatizing memory of it all. I vomited all night. I don't know how old I was. It would have been 8, 9, 10.
Your home invasion.
Yeah, it was pretty hectic.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. We've got, well, it's not quite a quiz, but this one's for you guys. And Benji, you got to join in. This is who or what would you rather?
Who or what?
Who or what? Yeah. All right. So
Who would you rather?
Libellous.
who or what would you rather? Yeah.
Mila Kunis.
Hey, that
Don't
could
even
be in
care what the question. Oh,
Could be- yeah.
shit.
All right. Here we go.
Is it do we need to test our buzzers or just
No buzzers. You just comment on it, and if you give a short reason why, maybe not a fucking half hour.
fuck? Do you know what you're talking to?
1955.
All right, you ready? First one. There's a few here, so we got to get through a few.
Are you looking at me when you keep saying that? We've got to get through
He
some.
actually was looking at you.
A short answer. Not a long.
I think he might have said your name.
Quick answer, good game.
Yes. AC/DC or Metallica?
Metallica.
Yeah, or Macadaka. Holden or Ford?
Holden.
You're a Ford guy.
Yeah, see, I've always owned Fords, but only because I think I prefer Holden. So, I
Hyundai,
prefer
I
the
mean.
look of
Hyundai
a Holden.
for you. Pink Hyundai.
Pink Hyundai. I sent you that photo during the week.
Not to drag this segment on, but
This is what he was talking about.
they threw that brand in the bin. Holden, like
It
that
sucks, hey? Yeah.
that had value. You know, like
Yeah.
I'm surprised that someone didn't carry that brand.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
like
even
a
if they sold the
billionaire.
brand off,
Yeah.
it's got value. Surely.
Ben was about to answer.
Oh, sorry, Benjamin.
Holden. Excellent.
I wonder if they'll bring it back to like everything else.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe.
I hope so.
Like
That
neighbours.
seems like a shame.
Like neighbours.
Yeah.
That's awkward. Can we talk about that? Just quickly.
Oh, no, it's all right
It's
for you to do,
awkward.
yeah.
They had this massive Neighbours finale, and they got all these people. It was fucking Kylie Minogue in it. They had this massive finale, and then ended the show, and then 6 days later, they're like, "Oh, we'll buy it," and they just started again, and now it's running.
Oh, did they?
It's like the new barbecue shapes. And they just brought the old one back.
Anyway, sorry, Leggy.
That's all right. Well, this is food. Vegemite or peanut butter?
Did we talk about this last time? Was this on the podcast? Or am I imagining this?
I think we might have talked
Like
about
when you're
it.
eating,
When you have one, you can't imagine.
you can't imagine. It's like Mars bars and
That's
Snickers.
why it's who or what would you rather?
I'm eating a
that's a
Mars
really
bar. I
hard
can't
one.
imagine anything better than a Mars bar. Then I eat the Snickers, and I'm like, the Snickers is better.
You got to pick one.
Same with peanut butter and Vegemite. I'm eating the peanut butter. It's better.
The stable mates are playing at home.
I'm eating a
or in their
Vegemite.
cars, they're all
It's
going.
better.
Crunchy
They're all
peanut.
I'll
answering.
say Vegemite.
Crunchy peanut butter.
Yeah, it's crunchy peanut butter.
Oh,
I'm
what about
Vegemite.
super crunchy?
I haven't had super crunchy.
Yeah, it's not as good as crunchy.
Oh, this one's.
But you seemed so excited. You're like, what about it?
All right. Pizza or chicken palmy?
Pizza.
Chicken palmy.
Yeah, pizza.
Pizza?
Yeah.
I'm palmy.
Give you a palmy now.
Pearl Jam or Nirvana?
Pearl Jam.
That
Oh,
might have
fuck.
been-
That's a tough one.
Isn't it?
That's
Scoot,
a-
that might have been your moment.
What?
When you said, I'll give you a palmy.
To get a B?
No, to get that thing off your list.
Oh, yeah.
And start talking
hand
about
jobs
it.
with mates.
Yeah, hand jobs with me.
I think this palmy has an R, not an L.
What are we talking? Pearl Jam, Nirvana? I don't know. I'm going to say Pearl Jam only because of longevity of all that stuff. Do we get to talk about my Pearl Jam experience, or would you come back?
Yeah,
to
we'll
that?
come
back
after
to
this.
that.
Yeah, after. yeah.
I'll say, fuck, that's a hard one, because I think Nirvana, like
I'm shocked that you're finding this hard.
that's the
Isn't this your favourite band?
which one?
Pearl Jam.
But Nirvana, like obviously they couldn't make any more music, but I reckon Kurt Cobain was the ultimate troubled singer. Like he just didn't give a shit. You could tell he was just on a warpath, and I just think the performance of that I'm just going to go out with a completely untuned guitar and sing like I don't give a shit about anything.
Yeah.
Like that attitude, something amazing.
The
Over
music
it.
changed after
Yeah.
them, for sure.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
a pivotal moment.
Who do you think?
Who's my favourite?
Yeah.
Pearl Jam, I'd say.
Yeah.
I would have said Nirvana when I was young. I kind of boycotted Pearl Jam. I was one of those people, if everyone bangs on about something too much, I'll just be like, nah, just fuck off. But I've got into Pearl Jam over the last 10 years, so I'd probably say Pearl
Because
Jam.
of my top 51 when you were painting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I painted my house and I listened to Pearl Jam non-stop. Scott's top 51 because he couldn't even fucking stop at 50.
I'm Pearl Jam. I never really got into Nirvana. Yeah.
Get
was
into
just
it.
Sort of. I was already like full. You know, when you're full with music. I don't know. It's kind of. Oasis. I never got into either.
neither.
Gibson or Fender.
Was
This
that
would be
Fender?
tough. Fender. Yeah.
I don't have a horse in this race. I'm not good enough for guitar.
Yeah,
I've got a
I'm going
Gibson.
Fender.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got a Fender. Bill Burr or Carl Barron.
Oh, both have
Cully
their place.
B, I reckon.
Carl Barron, that latest Bill Burr special at Red Rock is phenomenal.
It's brilliant.
But I'd say Carl Barron.
Yeah.
He's got
I think
more.
He's
content.
cleverer, I think.
Cleverer.
And he can do it without.
Cleverer than you.
He can do it without profanity as well. Like you always
Yeah.
got to appreciate a comedian. Like Bill Burr's,
Bill Burr's not
Shtick.
about the profanity.
he's
though.
quite clever still. Bill Burr, the way he makes a point.
I won't
but-
hear a bad word about that women's NBA's bit that he does.
But
Yeah. Check it out.
I think Carl Barron, the look
Yeah.
on his face, he can walk on stage and just be funny without saying anything.
Much.
Can I just say I'm finding this segment quite depressing
Oh, why?
because I'm having to say no to some stuff I love.
There's a lot. Yeah. well,
like
it's
I
doesn't
hate-
mean you don't like the other one.
I
It's
know.
just
I'm just
who would you
finding it.
rat- like,
I'm finding
yeah.
it. I'm finding it emotional.
Oh, okay. I'll give you a cuddle in a minute. Benji, you're,
Yeah, I'll go with Homeboy.
Yeah?
Carl Barron, yeah.
yeah.
Cully
I've seen him a few times, and yeah, he was great. So if Bill Burr was touring though, we got to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this is league or AFL.
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 Can I qualify this with?
Oh, you're
Yeah,
probably
yeah,
going to.
Yeah, we're going along nicely. Yeah,
I think
stablemates are playing in
think
the car.
AFL is probably a better game. Like it's more exciting for most of the time, but I think the peak of NRL is better. And it goes back to the whole. We had done this bit on this thing about score. What's the optimum scoring ratio for a game? Like for me, basketball's 2 end to end. It's AFL's a bit like that, but a whole game. Most of a game of AFL is exciting, like and the way they move the ball and everything. But I think the best NRL, the best rugby league, is better than AFL. You know what I mean? Like a state of origin.
So you
You're on
reckon
the
a
line
really
defending.
good state of origin was better than that AFL grand final we just had?
Yep. I think the peak
Really?
of and like the try of the miracle try, like
I
that
mean,
sort of
that's
thing where they
amazing.
find a way.
Yeah.
It's just I think that's better than the best of AFL.
You've also said before that you like NRL because it's more digestible, because it's shorter. It's not a 3-hour commitment,
Maybe I've said that. I
a
don't know.
2.5-hour commitment.
I think the mental challenge of NRL of rugby league, of that strength that you and the being in the line defensively, all that sort of stuff. I think it's a tougher mental game.
You
I
know you're
think.
going to get smashed.
Yeah, I've never
Yeah.
played it, but like I
Yeah.
just see like
I'll tell you what I won't stand for is people saying that AFL players are weak.
No way.
Because the difference with AFL is,
Can't see it
you
coming.
just said it, you're prepared to get
Yeah.
smashed. You're not prepared
You
to
can't
get
see it
smashed. You can
coming.
get smashed from 360 degrees in AFL.
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely.
You don't know
Like,
what's
look at
coming.
Jonathan Brown and tell me that AFL is a weak sport. That guy's the toughest guy I've ever seen in my life, Jonathan Brown.
Do you remember there was an ad for AFL and they got some American superstars? I think one was Carl Lewis. And it said, I'd like to see that.
I'd like to see that.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah,
Is
yeah,
that what it
yeah.
was? Yeah.
So billionaires.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to see that.
Yeah.
We were watching
Anyway.
Jackass the other day, and like it was just on, and there was a segment where they got all the pads on, and they did some big hits, like a big football player smashing one of the Jackass guys
Oh, yeah.
on the field, and even that I was just like, that's nothing. Like that's just a game of rugby league here. Like that's not anything.
I'm legal the way because I played
Yep.
it, and very passionate Queenslander. Now, cowgirl or reverse cowgirl?
I don't know what's cowgirl.
That's just on top facing you.
Oh, okay, that one. Then.
Yeah, cowgirl.
Ben?
Yeah. Yeah.
I wasn't expecting this.
No, that's shock.
Hey,
Yeah.
we all answered.
Have you,
We all
what'd you
said
say?
cowgirl.
I said cowgirl. I
Oh,
guess.
I don't mind the reverse, just something different every now and then.
Yeah, every now and then. Yeah,
every-
it's
yeah.
like Vegemite sometimes.
I'll take them all. Dave Grohl or Kurt Cobain?
Okay, right.
Cocoa
Kurt Cobain.
Grohl. I'm going
I
Grohl.
think with Dave Grohl, he's one of those guys. Like I think everyone likes him. He's great. Like he's a great guy. But I reckon Foo Fighters music. It's just all one speed, all one level. There's no dynamic in it. It's just full bore the whole time. The guitars are massive. The vocals are screaming double track. The drums are massive. I reckon they could just produce that
Yeah.
better. Like it's very Triple M mainstream rock.
Yeah.
Whereas I think
I like Grohl. He's just one of the coolest cats. on
from that
earth.
point of
Yeah,
view,
he's a good
And plus, but
great
being
guy.
a drummer in one of the biggest
Yeah.
bands in the world to then be the
Yeah.
out the front
Yeah, he's a
on
he's
another,
a talented.
like
Yeah.
that's you know,
He's definitely talented. He's
Yeah.
definitely a good human. But
Yeah,
Kurt Cobain,
yeah. All right.
Oh.
Jennifer Aniston or your wife?
Tash is an avid listener of the podcast, and I would never suggest. Although we did watch a movie together once. Yeah, have you seen that? Where
We Are the
where
Millers?
the Millers,
Yeah.
where she does that striptease and stuff,
Oh,
and I reckon
fantastic.
she would have chosen Jennifer Aniston over herself in that movie.
The shower.
Yeah,
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
hell.
Yep.
Anyway,
Yank the chain in the movie. I mean,
my wife.
We cut in the segment.
well, I don't have a wife anymore, so I'm Jennifer all the way. I'm Jennifer all the way. Yeah.
oh, wife, obviously.
Yeah, of course, yeah. That was a setup.
You could have got away with it. Erin is not listening.
I don't listen.
Would you rather play in the studio or play live?
Live.
Yeah, me too.
Definitely.
I'm
Yeah.
live.
Yeah, love.
Yeah, live.
Yep, okay. Dogs or cats?
Dog.
Dogs.
Dogs.
Dog.
Dog.
Nothing
Yep.
wrong with a good cat, but you can get a wanker of a cat.
You had a great cat. Your cat
Yeah, Cobain
named
was-
Cobain.
Yeah.
He used to come and sit on my computer, and so he was
Yeah.
he was a dog.
Yeah, I like affectionate
He behaved
cats.
like a dog.
The best of cats, I would put
No,
possibly ahead of a dog.
no, you went too far.
Okay.
Beer or spirits?
Beer.
Are we talking straight spirits?
Yeah. No.
Can I mix it?
No, with a
You,
mixer.
Dr. Pepper?
Yeah. Oh fuck! I've got a Dr Pepper in there. I've been saving. I'm getting it now.
Yep.
Oh, right now. We're in the middle of a quiz.
Jack Daniels. Yes.
Spirits.
You're going to have
Spirits?
to yell your answers
Yeah.
out now.
All right. Oh, we can talk about
Yeah, Jack
your
Daniels.
favourite spirit. Oh,
No, just keep
your
going.
gin, but your beer, you prefer beer.
Yeah, I'd definitely go beer over. Like I love both, but you're making me choose.
Just
Okay.
reminded me about that. That is
There you go.
JDDP,
So-
Are
everybody.
you going to pour that into a glass? Yeah, good.
JDDP.
Can we talk about that?
Jack Daniels
I don't
with Dr
like
Pepper.
pouring spirits into a can. You cannot
No,
miss
I'm
the
not going
rim.
to pour it into the can. I'm not an
You
animal.
cannot miss the rim. It's not possible.
I'm a fucking animal. I do it all the time.
It's not possible to miss the rim.
Camping, you
No.
take a sip out, get the bottle, pour
No,
it in the
I
thing.
can't miss the rim.
You
Should we
have
go
the-
camping? Let's go camping. Do
Yes.
you want to just do it down there? Or is that
Can we move on? Come on. Keep going.
All right.
Cut out the
Christmas.
travel.
Zach's doing it on Thursday night. He's having 5 of his mates over there camping down in the paddock.
Nice.
And then I don't realise it's not as good. Like if we were going to do that, it's not as good. But
No,
I don't know
that's-
why it's not as good. It's less travel.
We talked about that when the kids were younger. We were just going to drive around for 2 hours and then just park at home and camp. Just so they get the experience. Yeah. They wouldn't know. They told us.
Why isn't it as good? Anyway, okay, let's move on.
All right. Christmas or Easter?
Christmas.
Christmas.
I love Christmas.
Christmas. Yeah.
Yeah, I've grown into it.
Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah.
You didn't like Christmas?
Christmas is
before?
great.
With kids? Yeah.
Oh, it's better with
Oh,
kids.
Yeah.
this one. Are you? Have you poured? You ready?
Wait. Wait till I've poured. Just wait.
That reminded me of something I'm not going to say.
Don't say anything until I've poured this.
Okay.
Okay?
Look at that.
Okay, this is how I do a spirit. You've got to.
Got to make sure. Remember, this is mainly an audio medium.
Format, yeah.
Yeah.
So you pour a bit of the Coke in, or Dr. Pepper in this case, then the Jack Daniels,
Then a bit
then
more.
more of it. Then you don't have to worry about mixing it. It's already mixed. If I pour the Jack Daniels in first, it's going to be too weak.
Yep.
Pour the Jack Daniels,
Doing well.
just
Okay,
Goldilocks. It's the Goldilocks of techniques.
Ryan Bingham or Casey Chambers?
Ryan Bingham.
Yeah, Ryan Bingham.
He's great.
Ryan
Bingham. He's great. Foot massage or shoulder massage?
Shut up.
Shoulder?
A leggy shoulder massage. Can I have one now? No,
no,
it's not. Probably doesn't work on this format.
No.
A shoulder.
Shoulder.
I love my feet.
I don't like my feet getting touched
Oh, your
because I'm
feet are fucked up.
self-conscious about my feet.
I had a foot massage for the first time, like a proper one at a
They're good.
place, a reflexology. I think it's
Yeah.
called.
Yeah.
Did I tell you about the time?
I've had a masseuse say that with 20 to 30 visits, they could fix my feet.
Yeah.
Can't
How much is
fuck.
each visit? Because that's probably why they're saying that.
Yeah. Shout out to Christy from Peachy Massage.
Did I tell you the time I went to a doctor? It was a neurologist guy, and he was checking my reflexes. You know, they sit on the
Yeah.
edge of the bed and they hit your thing.
Yeah.
And I was really self-conscious about my shoes because they were kind of wet and a bit stinky. And he was down right down there. And I'm going, oh god, this guy's. He went to uni for 100 years to get this position.
Agree.
And I go, oh, sorry, man, like, my shoes are real stinky. And he said to me, no, it's all right. Usually when people say that, they're not. And I went, oh, good. And then I realised what he meant was, usually when people say that, they're not.
But this time they are.
This time they are. Totally good. I walked out there like, oh, great, I'm feeling good. And then on the drive home, I was like, oh, no.
Oh, I just got that.
Yeah.
All right. Al Pacino or Robert De Niro?
De Niro.
Yeah, De Niro for me.
Not 100% sure who Al Pacino is. I know the name. I think, is he a Godfather guy or is that Robert De Niro?
He's Scent of a Woman. He's,
Yeah.
He's meat.
I only know that from the Bloodhound Gang song.
What?
Taxi driver?
Kiss Me Where It's...
Nah, that's De
Oh,
Niro.
yeah.
Oh, that's De Niro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you saying who's De Niro?
No, I know who De Niro is.
All right.
Yeah, I like De Niro. So
No, I'm Al Pacino all the
What's
way.
he in?
That Scent of a Woman was great when he's blind.
Is he?
And he
He's
goes
the one
off.
Scarf.
who's the coked up.
Is he in Scarface?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Scarf.
Devil's Advocate with
Devil's
Keanu Reeves. Yeah. All right. Elvis or the Beatles?
The Beatles.
Beatles.
8 days a week.
Oh, no, I'm Elvis. Never got in the Beatles. Thongs or Crocs?
Croc thongs.
Oh, fucking hell.
I'm thongs. Yeah.
I was wondering where that was
Oh, you
going
got
when you said
Crocs on.
thongs.
Actually, speaking of this, because I did...
Have you got them on sport mode?
Yeah, the outdoor mode.
I only learned that the other day.
I
Can't reverse.
I've always been thongs.
Yeah, thongs.
And then I discovered slides. And I was like, okay, this is pretty cool. I don't have to grip with my toes. In winter, there's a little bit of warmth there. I can wear them with socks. That was probably the clincher for me because I can't walk around anywhere without... I get sore feet. So I never walk barefoot.
You have never sounded older.
Yeah.
Honestly, this is the
'Cause
oldest moment on this podcast.
I can't walk around barefoot anymore. My feet get sore, so I have to be wearing something. So, which is ironic because when I was 15, 14, maybe 16, we don't know.
No,
In
we
the
don't.
14
No.
to 16 region, I would only wear bare feet.
Right, only with
Yeah.
bare feet.
Remember when you hot glued
This is
that
what I'm going to
shit?
talk about. So I like to walk around bare feet. Like I go to the bus and I'd like walk to the bus stop, go to the bloody intro, always bare feet. And then the only problem I had is maybe if I was walking across a park or something, there might be the odd syringe or glass or,
Yeah.
or like maybe
To be
bindies
careful.
or something like that.
Yeah.
So I solved that by I cut out these rubber pads that just would go on the balls of my feet and I hot melt glued them onto my feet and like there's a permanent
You're a
solution.
different
Like I'd
cat.
sleep in them.
Sleep.
Permanent.
You're a different cat.
Anyway, so I don't know. Maybe that's wrecked my feet forever. Now I can't go barefoot. I have to be
Have
wearing
to.
thongs.
Right.
And the reason I switched to slide. I know you wanted a quick answer, but
No, that's all right.
the reason I entertain the idea of slides is because in the winter months, so that would be
can wear socks.
typically your Julys, your Junes until
You can wear socks. We know when winter is. It's an Australian podcast. Fucking hurry up.
Our stablemates in the US might not know.
Fuck.
So yeah, wear socks. Then back to Ben's point, I discovered they fucking stink. My what would I call them? The slides, the slide format. I don't
You
know.
have called them
Smelly.
that
Yeah,
numerous
smelly.
times.
So now I'm back on the thongs.
Okay.
So
well,
the
speaking
short
of
answer
that-
is thongs.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there was a
Please
That
tell me
was
we're
an 18-minute
done.
roundabout, that one. Yeah.
a dwarf hopped in an elevator and there was this hot chick in there and she was like gorgeous and he looked up at her and he goes, "Can I smell your feet?" She goes, "No," and he goes, "It must be your fanny then." Anyway,
Oh, that's fantastic.
Coles or Woolies?
Coles.
Coles.
Goals.
I'm Woolies. Undies or boxer shorts?
All right. So I've solved this for everyone.
No, can we not?
No, we will.
We talked about it.
Yeah, we've
yeah.
covered
So I've
this.
solved it
When
for
you
everyone.
say boxer short, do you mean boxer briefs? Boxer briefs.
Oh,
I've
I
solved
call
it for all of
shorts,
you.
but yeah.
So the benefits of
Oh,
boxer
fuck
shorts
up.
is the airflow.
I'm fucking over it.
the airflow situation.
Yeah.
But the downside of boxers, which we all know, is the twisting,
The
like the
crawling
fabric.
up and
It's all like
yeah.
everywhere. So what
No,
you do,
boxer briefs.
but still, okay, boxer briefs. You haven't got twisting, but you've got this stuff attached to your thigh, which is
fine.
not right. No airflow either. So what you got to do,
What do you need airflow
all you need to
for?
do is buy briefs, jocks, whatever you call them, but buy them 2 or 3 sizes too big.
Yep.
The waistband will still be fine, but you'll
I think we
find
talked about this
that
before on the
the,
pod.
We have,
the
yeah,
elastic that goes
Yeah, we questioned if you've just
on
got
either
a
side of your
massive knob.
nutsack and thigh, it'll hang down, and then you're going to have all the airflow in the world. You're going to have the benefits of both.
Can I give you a tip? Bamboo. Most comfortable thing I've ever worn in my life. Bamboo jocks.
Right. Okay.
Those, yeah.
Breathable,
Fucking comfortable. Good for sport.
Are you wearing them right
All right.
now?
Yes.
iPhone or Samsung?
Or what do
iPhone.
you mean Android? Or do you
Oh, I
mean
don't know what they are. Fucking-
iPhone.
iPhone. Yeah.
Android?
Yeah,
Android.
Android for me.
Yeah. Okay. Well, MacBook or Lenovo?
Well, that's quite specific.
Mutually
Lenovo.
exclusive.
MacBook or the cheapest fucking thing they've got at JV Hi-Fi. I'll go MacBook. MacBook or a PC is what you're saying.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
MacBook.
Is that a
MacBook.
MacBook? That-
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the way.
I'd be difficult again. I'd go the Mac hardware with the Windows operating system.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys would know. I've got no idea. Skateboarding or surfing?
Skateboarding.
I would prefer to be. I'm never done it. I would prefer to be good at surfing.
It'd be good, huh?
I've only
Yeah.
surfed once in my life, and I fucking loved it in Hawaii.
Oh.
Hired a surfboard at Waikiki. Went out there,
And
just
stood
had
up?
just had a crack. Yeah, and some local helped me. He was just like, "Mate, we're gonna get you up."
Oh, that's
and
awesome.
I fucking stood up in a wave. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Did you
good.
check your wallet later?
I was in the water, mate,
Yeah, where was your wallet?
with my wife on the beach.
Okay. Sorry, checks out.
Benji?
It is a lot harder to paddle out than
I know.
you think. It is
That's the thing I don't
fucking
like about
exhausting.
surfing.
I
What-
paddled out. I had to have a good half hour
I know.
rest.
That
By the
smells
time I
strong.
get out there, I'm rooted, and yeah, and then I can't catch the wave because my arms are fucked.
Yeah.
I have got the body of a 10-year-old stamp collector, as we
Yeah.
know there.
I'm all my strengths in my legs.
Yeah.
I need to work on my arms.
I used to skateboard a bit, and I've tried surfing once, but I couldn't do it. But I'd like to
I love
be good
skateboarding.
at it. Yeah.
Skateboarding's great activity for teenagers.
All right. We're nearly there. We're nearly through the end.
That was a weird thing to
Sharks or crocodiles?
What do you
as
mean?
in,
Like,
What do I like better?
Yeah. Who or what would you rather?
I'd rather sharks.
Would I rather attack me?
I'd rather shark because I reckon a shark is less likely to attack. If you get in a river with a crocodile, they
That's
seem,
all they want. Yeah.
They want you.
Yeah.
Whereas I think the shark
I
only would
reckon-
accidentally get you. Like it's is that something? No,
I reckon
you
I've
punch
got
it in the
more-
face and it's gone.
I feel like I've got more chance of getting away from a crocodile.
You reckon? Once it gets you, it's taking you under.
I know,
It's
but they're
drowning you.
slower, and
It's drowning you.
I reckon I'm more scared of sharks than crocodiles.
I've heard of.
Benji?
Yeah, I'm more scared of sharks, but I think
yeah?
crocodile will be worse because they're in smaller bodies of water, I guess.
Yeah,
If
true.
you're going in there,
Can't see 'em.
it's eating you.
Yeah.
I think. Well, I've heard stories about people fighting off a shark. You know,
Yeah,
you
not
poke it in
really.
the eyes.
Which one do you
punch it in
stick
the
your
nose.
finger in their bum?
That's the jiggles we talked about.
Oh, that's me. Okay. No, there's one that you stick your finger in their bum and they leave you alone, or is that a land animal?
I think it's
Tennis
on that
or
list.
golf?
Oh, golf.
Yeah, golf.
Golf. Yeah.
Golfing.
Yeah. The Mila Kunis or Kate Beckinsale?
Mila.
I'm Kate.
Who's
all the
Kate
way.
Beckinsale?
She's an
great.
actress. She's
What's she in?
Serendipity.
in a lot of stuff. I can't remember what that off the bat. I don't care what she's
It all
in.
blurs together, eh?
Yeah.
After a while. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who are you?
Nah, Mila Kunis.
Yeah.
Shit.
Well,
Milo
I guess
or
I only know
Milo?
one of them, so that one.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
This is a long quiz.
It is.
I like
yeah,
it.
yeah.
I like it.
Carpet or no carpet?
No carpet.
Okay.
Blazer all the way. I assume that's what you're talking about. You're
No,
not talking about tiles,
Yes.
like in the kitchen?
Floor coverings.
Hardwood floor or carpet?
You are not, you lying motherfucker.
I like carpet, soft underfoot.
Yeah, nice mix.
Yeah, a bit of carpet doesn't worry me. Yeah.
Floorboards all the way.
Floorboards.
Slippery.
Electric or acoustic?
Freshly sanded.
I like acoustic.
Yeah.
Guitar.
Yeah.
I reckon electric.
Or even piano. Electric? Yeah.
Yeah, electric.
Yeah. Yeah, it depends. I guess camping you want the acoustic. And I do like the feedback you get from an acoustic through the hollow body against your body. I like that vibration. But I also like the vibration of an amp on the floor and the
Yeah.
drums hitting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Wally Lewis or Darren Lockyer?
I reckon Wally. Darren, I know personally, not well.
Yeah.
He's a
What's
bit-
his number?
I've got it.
Oh, you have.
Um,
That backfired.
He's a. Yeah, I won't go into it. I just think. I reckon Wally. I think
I
Wally's a. Yeah.
I reckon
Wally changed the game, I reckon.
Darren Lockyer, I hope he's not listening, but he was pretty good. But I reckon he was slightly overrated. I would go Jonathan Thurston above both of them. Like,
That's
Oh,
not.
both,
That's not
yeah.
the game, though.
Hey?
That's not the game.
yeah, I just think Jonathan Thurston, like, you look at him, like, it's just same with Andrew John. Just like, what is he going to pull out of his ass to get him out of this?
Yeah.
And he could. And the way you read the defense as well, like Jonathan Thurston played. He didn't have a preset. So many of the halfbacks, they just preset. Okay, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to kick.
Yeah,
or
yeah,
then I'm
the
going to
game
run.
trees, yeah.
But Jonathan Thurston will react to what's happening
Yeah,
in front of him.
yeah.
He'll go, oh no, I'm going to run it now, or no, this isn't on. I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
So
Wally did a lot of that too. Do you know them, Ben?
No, not really.
Just I'll go Wally.
What about you?
I'll go Wally.
Yeah, Wally. I reckon Wally changed the game a bit.
Yeah, in the 80s, that was
Yeah.
so much, so good. Line dancing or the Macarena?
I'd never done line dancing, so Macarena.
I've never done line dancing. So line dancing.
Try it out.
Yeah, I reckon line. If you saw line dancing in like Tennessee or somewhere,
Nashville.
would be pretty cool.
I reckon that.
I reckon I could do the line dancing. I could follow them all.
With the line.
Yeah, I reckon if
Yeah.
I was in
Yeah, yeah.
Nashville and I was Pierce, I would have a ball with line
Yeah.
dancing. I'm going to say line dancing.
Me too. Dunlop volleys or Nike Air?
Like a
Not care.
I'm Dunlop
Arch support.
volleys.
Yeah, I'm
all the way.
volleys.
Yeah.
arch support. They're so flat, the Dunny V's. So
You ever worn
flat.
volleys?
This
Oh,
is
you
a
got
long-
you got a
I
VV.
got them. I cannot wear
Can't
flat
wear 'em.
shoes. I used to wear skate shoes all the time. I
This
can't
is a
wear them
long
anymore.
quiz.
Snakes or spiders? We're nearly finished.
Spiders.
Oh, well, I prefer spiders.
Yeah. Ben?
Spiders.
Is that what we're asking? Yeah.
I talked to
Either or,
actually
I don't mind.
Dave Umbrazizi. The Pearl
We're getting
Jam guy.
to that,
We'll
yeah.
get to him, but I asked him, "Oh, have you been to Australia?" And he was like, "Yeah, I actually nearly went in on some land with some buddies in Australia, in Queensland, and it's 35 acres." And then we realised we heard about all the stuff that could kill us, like the venomous stuff. So yeah, he cancelled a
Thought
whole
about it.
property deal because of
Because
the
of that.
snakes and spiders. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Coke or Pepsi?
Oh, for me, that's a Vegemite and thingy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to switch actually. For me, actually, I get on one of them. Sorry, I'm taking all the airtime. But,
Fuck. He's just realised 12 episodes in.
but this for me, it'll be probably a 24-month swap. Like I'll stick on Coke. I'm like, fuck yeah, Coke. Coke's where it's at. And then you pour that Coke into a
Fuck
glass.
me.
You got to pour it into a glass and with a bit of ice. And then while it's still fizzing, you put it up to your mouth and you just sniff it in. And yeah, all the memories come back. And then Pepsi, I have that every 24 months. I'll have probably a 2-month Pepsi stint.
Right.
Then I'll be back on
Back
Coke
on
for
Coke.
another
Okay.
24.
Yeah,
So-
I'm Coke.
So Coke.
I'm Coke. Yeah.
Coke.
Yeah.
Yeah, Coke.
Yeah, Coke.
Coke.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, we're getting there.
Simple
Cool.
answer would just be good.
KFC or Macca's?
KFC.
KFC.
Obviously.
Yeah.
That's a trick question.
It's not a trick question. It's a straightforward question with a straightforward answer.
Ford Territory or pink Hyundai XL?
I have had both. Ford Territory, best car I've ever owned.
Benji?
So comfortable.
I've had a territory. They're good.
Yeah,
I like the pink XL.
I bet you did.
You bailed out of that.
Queen or Led Zeppelin?
Led Zeppelin.
No.
Obviously.
Queen. I'm going Queen.
Really?
Yeah.
Led Zeppelin. Yeah, all the way.
Yeah, I can't.
Led
I
Zeppelin.
suppose I've got to choose one. I'll go Queen.
Yeah.
I've said.
Freddie
Okay,
Mercury.
can I interrupt again?
Yeah, yeah, of course.
I've said. my favourite band is Pearl Jam, but I reckon the best band
Led Zeppelin.
ever is Led Zeppelin.
You know they copied a lot of songs.
Yeah, don't bring that up.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Las Vegas or Kagari? Or Gari, Fraser Island.
I had to figure out what that was. Yeah.
Vegas.
Fraser Island is the best place in the world, or Kagari.
Vegas.
Benji?
Yeah, Vegas for me.
Vegas. Yeah,
Fucking
Vegas
hell.
is great.
You can take beer to Fraser Island, and you can play
Can't take a
poker there.
casino.
Guns N' Roses or Rage Against the Machine?
RETDM. Oh yeah.
Fuck, how do you choose that?
Yeah,
You just say
I'll go
RETM,
Gunners.
then
That's
you're
such
done.
a big part of my growing up. Guns
I don't
N'
know.
Roses.
Gunners?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
You
think
say-
I'm going Gunners
Fuck
because
Gunners.
I think more songs I love.
From Gunners.
I
Rage
will
Against the
agree though
Machines.
that the debut album
Yeah.
is better than
It is perfect.
That is one
the
of
peak of RETM is better than.
yeah.
that is one of the best albums ever. But I'm going to say Gunners.
It'd be good for the stablemates playing along with this. Hear their answers as well. Traditional fireworks or a drone display?
What's a drone display?
I don't
Have
think
you
I've ever
seen them?
seen it.
No.
I've seen them on the
Drones.
TV.
No.
Lit up, and they do all these shapes, and it's kind of nearly silent.
I'm
There's
gonna
like 1,000 drones in
I
the
saw
air.
one at Riverfire. It was awesome.
Oh, really?
Cool. Had a big whale.
Yeah.
3D
So they
whale.
do like laser light.
Like shapes
No,
and
they
stuff.
all just have a light each, and then they have a computer program and that they do.
Can't be
3D
as good
shit.
as fireworks, can it? Like the bang of
What I
fireworks.
Would
like
be
about
awesome to see,
fireworks
though.
is some poor bastards out there risking his life to get those things up in that sky for us.
How's he risking it?
Oh, just in case that shit blows up in his face as he's launching that
Well,
shit.
I think they're going to be away a bit.
Ah.
Okay.
That's wrecked it for me.
Bill Gates or Elon Musk?
Bill Gates.
Bill Gates.
He's a good
Elon
human.
Musk to fucking...
Is he?
Gazy, yeah.
Didn't he bring
Yeah.
out fake meat or something?
Who?
Bill Gates?
He's a good guy though.
They're all
Like he
working
does a
on
lot of
things.
charity.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
Okay.
Elon's a weirdo.
Here's another one. The Beatles or Oasis?
Beatles.
Beatles.
Don't put him in the same sentence.
No, that's really quite weird.
Oh, that's summer or winter?
Summer.
Some dog.
Winter. I love
Really?
winter.
Yeah, I don't know.
I fucking
A bit
hate
of a
winter. I get real
Vegemite
depressed in
peanut butter
winter.
situation.
If you're a landscaper,
I think
in
all of
summer,
them... I,
it is fucked. Right, it is fucked. It's going to be 36 on Thursday,
just to be clear,
and I'll
Scoot,
be in the sun all day.
I think all of these are Vegemite peanut butter situation.
Yeah,
It's one or the other.
the stablemates will be playing along. They'll be going, oh, yeah. Okay, Martina Hingis or Anna Kournikova?
Martina.
What, as a quality
I think
tennis
a shoulder
player,
ratio
or
is better.
just
Whatever you want.
Anna Kournikova defined my teenage years.
Like Golden Girls for him.
yeah. Anna Kournikova and Estelle Getty right next to each other, just fucking yell. Yeah, is that one of yours, Anna Kournikova
Oh,
or
wait, sorry, I
Estelle
think you're
Getty?
saying Martina Sharapova. Maria Sharapova. Say Martina Hingis. No, definitely Anna Kay.
Anna.
Yeah, Anna.
Yeah.
I was thinking of Sharapova.
All right, then Taylor Swift or Shania Twain?
Taylor
Taylor
Swift.
I don't really know much about Taylor, but I'm going to say Taylor.
Yeah,
Taylor
Tay-Tay.
Swift's good. I'm going to
Yeah,
say that
she's
right
good.
now.
Those songs.
Who's good?
in,
Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
She's
She did a
incredible.
documentary that's
Yep.
on Netflix. If you get a chance to watch it,
She was
Yeah.
in Nashville when she was 15 writing songs for the
She's-
big artists or something.
There's heaps of like video of her like in the studio just actually doing it.
Yeah.
which is pretty cool. Like writing it from
She's
scratch.
really
It's
good
real good.
at what she does.
It's
Okay,
a shame sometimes that
Fucking hell, how long
The,
is
um,
this?
only two more. Yeah.
like, yeah, the pop production gets produced that way.
Yeah,
Like when Ryan with an R, Adams did that album of Taylor Swift songs.
yeah,
They're fucking awesome
the
songs.
great songs. Yeah,
But just, I guess when they get overdone on the commercial side, like
Yeah.
she's written a great song, but just the way it's produced is too commercial.
yeah,
Good at what she
Poppy,
does.
yeah. All right, two to go. Hotel California or Stairway to Heaven?
Stairway.
I'm going Hotel California.
Yeah.
The acoustic version,
Yeah, yeah,
great.
pretty good.
Pretty
Just,
good,
I don't know.
yeah.
I've been to
double
that
solo.
hotel.
Have you been to that hotel?
No,
I've been to that
Oh,
hotel.
really?
Yeah.
You made it out alive.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, okay. Last one. Rodney Roode or Kevin Bloody Wilson?
Rodney.
Rodney.
Get him on.
The Roode, yeah.
Yeah, can we get him
Get
on?
Reed
on.
Right, before
Get
he
Reed on.
croaks? I reckon I might need to take a week off work when he passes away.
Yeah, me
It can't
too.
be far away, but I'm going to go in the morning.
That's when we should go camping.
Yeah,
well.
listen
Should we
to
go camping
every
soon? Yeah, yeah.
album.
Yeah.
Should we do it down there?
You
or
know
do we
you
go
said
somewhere
this
else?
Wherever
just
you want.
before.
I'll go. Yeah.
Should we do camping down there?
Yeah.
Or somewhere else?
Just do a rude marathon. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Down
All
there.
right.
All right. Now we've got to get on to.
Get some amps down there and like
We've got our new
Shut up.
segment coming up, but before we hit that with the stablemate sessions, you've got to tell us a story about your new drum coach.
Okay,
Hit
so
us.
Try to do it quickly.
okay, so the year was 2023, and no, but seriously, I won't do
Seriously,
that. I'm not gonna-
I'm very proud of you for getting
Yeah,
this
so you
going.
guys all doubted me. So this
No,
so,
I didn't.
So the Pearl Jam
I never
Pearl
did
Jam
for once.
drummer, they've had a few drummers through the years. This guy is debatably, but probably most widely thought of the best drummer they've had.
Yep.
He did Versus, he did Vitalogy. It's
Yep.
Dave Umbrazizi.
Yep.
So I follow him on Facebook, and he put out a thing a little while ago saying, "Hey guys, I'm offering some one-on-one drum coaching." Video session. I responded.
You thought it was a
So
scam.
You guys
maybe?
all told me I've been scammed. I paid the money, and I didn't hear for a little while.
You told us you thought you'd been
You
scammed.
kept saying,
Yeah,
I reckon I might have been scammed.
yeah, because I paid the money.
Okay, well, don't point it on us.
Okay. All right. But you didn't say no, Scott. You haven't.
We said it'll be funny if you've been scammed.
We're going. We hope it's not.
I didn't say that. I fucking actually hoped he'd been scammed.
No,
Yeah.
but
I paid the
think
money.
It's awesome.
It was a different PayPal account to what I thought I'd paid into. Anyway,
Oh, okay.
and then I hadn't heard from him for a little while. Anyway, few weeks, probably a couple of months actually passed. Anyway, we finally teed it up last night.
Yep.
I had the session. So the way it works is he does a video call with you. You just talk about stuff like what you want to learn and all that, which I talked about. And then he goes away and does a personalised video for you of stuff that you can work on, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, I had the call with him. It was cool. And
Chatted about the Pearl Jam days.
yeah,
and-
because I wasn't sure because I didn't want to be the fanboy. He was like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, blah, blah. So I tried to play it cool.
Yeah.
And then at the end, he had to ask me. He's like, so do you want to know any like Pearl Jam stories or anything?
he was expecting that.
yeah. So I
He
think
had to
I
ask you.
I think
Probably got off the call and gone, fuck, I'm going to have to make some actual drum coaching videos for this guy.
So I think while trying to not offend him by going into it, I think I offended him by not asking about
Not asking. Yeah, wow.
And
Yeah.
then so I had to kind of ask some questions. I mean, I didn't have to. I wanted to, but
Yeah.
yes, I had some questions and stuff. But I tried to kind of tiptoe around a bit of the because he was fired from the band.
he got fired.
So I didn't
yeah.
want to really bring that up and say, oh, what was it like? You know, what's Eddie like? All that.
Yeah.
And then so I asked some like pretty standard stuff like, oh, this song, you know, the drums and that. How'd you do that? And how'd you record it? And all that sort of
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
And then he just came out. He's like, do you want to know about this? Like,
He hadn't stroked his ego enough.
yeah, and he gave me some dirt, on
Some dirt.
some stuff, which I
Yeah.
won't repeat
You
in
won't-
case,
no,
in
you
case you're
can't.
listening, Dave. You're
Yeah.
welcome on the potty if you want to come and
Yeah, we should interview him.
yeah,
part of
see
it,
if he wants
yeah.
to come on it. But
Yeah, do it. Yeah.
It was really good. Yeah.
Excellent.
So yeah, but some of the like Pearl Jam, I was actually surprised. Well, I knew they were all pretty organic in the way they record stuff. Like some bands are pretty they would overproduce it, practice it to a T, all that sort of stuff. I didn't think Pearl Jam was quite that, but he was just like that song. Tremor Christ, Spin the Black Circle. That was one take. Stone just come in, he played the riff, and I'm like, cool man, I'll rate that, and they just play it, and that's it. Then Eddie come in and just lay on some vocals.
Screams
That's
over
it,
the top.
done.
Wow.
Like yeah,
That's
so-
awesome. Yeah.
And the end of Rearview Mirror. Do you remember the end of Rearview Mirror, the song on Versus where
Yeah.
big ending, like double time at the end, and then at the end you hear the sticks. He's like, there's a sound of drumsticks being thrown or something.
Yeah.
So I asked him about that, and he told me about that. He was
Yeah.
like, they did the take. He did the first take, like a lot of the songs just did one take. He just nailed it.
Like
And
us.
They did that,
Yeah.
and then like us. And then the producer, I think it's Brendan, his name was. He's like, he come through the speaker. He says, "Okay, Dave, that was really good, but can you just give it some more?" And then Dave was like, "Oh, what do you mean?" Like, yeah,
gave it
yeah.
everything,
And he's like,
yeah.
"Give it some more." And he's like, "Okay." So they did another take. He thought he'd fucking nailed it, hit the shit out of him.
Yeah.
And then he goes, do the same thing. He's just, yeah, it was really good, but, just give us some more.
Yeah.
Can you see I'm drifting in and out of an American accent? I haven't committed either way to if I'm doing it.
That's ironic because I'm drifting in and out of listening to it.
So the third time he did it, and Dave he hit the crap out of it, and then at the end of the song, he's like, he knows he nailed it, and he as soon as that last note hit, he punched a hole in his snare drum.
Went through the stick.
Through the sticks, and he like yelled in his snare drum, like, "Is that good enough for you?"
Oh, how good's that? Yeah.
That's
cool.
Rock and
So
roll.
yeah, no, it was really cool. So I got the videos as well. He's done the videos for me.
Oh, already?
Yep.
Excellent.
Yeah,
Ah,
doesn't
proud
muck
of you,
around.
mate. That's awesome. That's great.
Yeah.
All right, we've got a new segment. The stablemates have got in touch with us. And
Yeah,
We've
we
got
put-
some questions to go
We
through.
put the call out to the stablemates this
Yeah.
week. We want to do this every 2 weeks.
Don't commit to anything.
Well, we're going to commit to a format. Stablemate sessions, this is where they take over. They're going to ask us the questions. So I put the call out during the week and we got a bunch of stuff sent in. So
excellent.
The idea being we want them to learn more about us. Don't know why you'd want to. Especially Scott. I think we know enough about Scott. Learn a bit more about us, or we could solve their problems. Can we counsel people?
Dolly Doctor.
Yeah.
We're not doctors. This is not financial or medical advice.
Yeah.
But
I'd-
did you say
I'd just
Dolly
bring up,
Doctor?
You remember that segment in that Dolly magazines? Those teenage girl magazines?
No.
Where you learnt everything about...
Dolly Doctor.
Like as a teenage boy, that's the segment you had to go to. Like if one of your friend's sisters had a Dolly magazine lying around, you just quickly have a glance to learn about what the hell is going on. Like how does this all work?
Yeah, lick the alphabet. Anyway, you can bomb that out.
I have heard that one. I've heard that one.
Do plenty of capital letter T.
All right, should we go?
Just before we do, shout out to
capital letter T. Yeah,
a couple of the
makes
stable
sense. That
mates.
makes sense.
Yeah, that have contacted us and said that they're might be having a shitty time in life, and they listen to the potty, and it gets them through the day, and they have a good laugh, and it makes the world a bit of a better place for them. So shout out to everyone out there that's maybe having a bit of a struggle, and we're honoured to be helping you out through the tough times, just by giving you a few laughs, and that's kind of helping you get back on the horse, and that's why we did call the potty one of those as well. So now stablemates have got in touch.
Yeah, sign up also on the website as a stablemate, and we're going to start doing more stuff with that. But yeah, a few things sent through. Now this one I wasn't sure about. I wanted to ask you, Leggy, because I'm hoping you can explain this.
I remember now.
But there's a photo of Wally Lewis. It looks like a cardboard cutout.
Yes.
And this is from Paul.
Yeah.
Did Wally have any interesting stories to tell when you drove him home from the Caxton?
Yeah. Okay.
Now, can I guess?
Okay. Yeah.
You maggot and took a cardboard cutout out of Wally Lewis home from the Caxton?
No, what happened? The boys in Toowoomba, you'd see them on every state of origin advertising campaign. They're called Queen's Clan, and they dress up like in the Scottish gear. What's his name? Braveheart.
Yep.
And they paint their faces. They get the big wigs, the kilts, and they've been on the footy show like Fletch and Hindy. They go to the Caxton at like 10, or sometimes they get there that early that the owner opens up early for them, because they go every year, dress up in all the gear, come down from Toowoomba. Paul's one of them. Shout out to Paul. He's actually a lymphoma survivor.
Oh,
He's
right.
had cancer and survived lymphoma. Spongy Dan, Kent, Turtle, all them guys. Turtle's got, we've got a story about him.
About his face.
Anyway, they go there.
Turtle.
So if the stablemates have seen the guys dressed up as the Scottish Queen's Clan, Paul is one of them. Anyway, I went. They were at a state of origin at Caxton before the game. I went and met him, had a couple of beers, and Paul had conned the Forex people to give him a cardboard cutout of Wally Lewis, and because he's always asking for free shit, and the owner of the Caxton will give him free piss when they get there as well, because they're such a spectacle of the origin. Anyway, I got there and he's like, "Oh, Leggy, can you take him?" Because I wasn't going to the game, I just dropped in to see him. Can you take Wally, and then next time you're in Toowoomba, bring him back up to us? So, anyway, I said, "Yeah, no problem." So I put him in the car. Put the seatbelt on him and all that kind of thing. So I'm driving around Caxton and all that with Wally, had the windows down, beeping the horn, and Wally's like that cardboard cutout. So I took him home, and then I had a gig in Toowoomba like 3 weeks later, and I took him up there and gave him back to Paul and all the guys. And then Paul actually took the cardboard cutout to a Wally Lewis signing day, and Wally signed the book or something and the cardboard cutout.
Cool.
And it's in his bar in Toowoomba. So that's the
cool.
story behind. Yeah, but me and Wally had a good chat on the way up to Toowoomba, and I told him a couple of plays he should have done here and there.
Oh, stop
some
it.
tips.
Yeah. So
All
that's
right.
the story behind that. Yeah.
All right, now we got a bunch of others. Ben, how much time we got?
We are at an hour and 35.
All right, that's pretty long.
That is.
All right, we'll fly through a few. This one's from stablemate Joey. What's the best flavour of Spider?
Jack Daniels and Coke.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I've never had a Jack Daniels and Coke Spider.
Fucking great. They do it. They do it at remember was you there? No, you wasn't there.
You was. How many is he had?
Oh no,
You
yes,
wasn't there.
I was with Matt and Skip. No,
Matt and
They're the
I mean,
same
Matt and
person.
Bob. Skip and Matt. Skip and Bob. Fuck. Skip
All
is
right,
Matt.
let's move on. So Jack Daniels and Coke Spider.
Yeah. Also,
Very good.
I would encourage you to try. So that's an obvious one. That's just like a Coke Spider with some alcohol. It's going to be better. But the other one you can try is like a stout Spider. You get a dark beer, chuck some ice cream in that. It's going to be good.
Never heard of that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good one.
All right, there you go.
Who asked that?
That was Joey.
Who's Joey? Just a guy.
We don't know all the stablemates.
Okay,
It's,
all right.
it's a stablemate.
Okay, well then,
what elite? This one's from stablemate Haley. What elite athlete would you be if you could choose anything?
Haley Lewis.
No, what sport? What elite? What type of elite athlete would you be?
Maybe darts. 'Cause you
Yeah.
can get maggot and still play, and it's a massive.
I'd go golf.
Golf would be
The
pretty good.
money that's in it.
Yes, money.
Travel
yeah.
the world and play golf.
Yeah,
Change
travel the
my-
world. Nice scenery.
I thought about basketball, but I don't want to live in America and travel that. Fucking
I've got too many
place
injuries
all the
now,
time.
so
reckon
I think golf.
Individual sport like golf, yeah, it's low injury risk.
Ben?
You're not going to have to face some other guy like who's going to hurt you.
You definitely do.
You face
Not physically,
100
mate.
other
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah. That's got to be Formula One for me. Travel the world.
Yeah.
New
What
city
about
every
the
couple
death,
weeks.
the death risk?
That's quite low. It's
Yeah.
loaded quite low.
Yeah. that's happening.
All right. What's your most embarrassing moment on stage? This one's from Steve.
What about
On
yours?
stage.
Well, Jiggles is one.
Yeah. I'll
what
go
I forgot.
first.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were playing a song by Sublime called What I Got, and I forgot the fucking words. And now everyone says What I Forgot.
That was at the
Very
Redland
funny.
Bay Blues Festival,
Yeah,
wasn't it?
very funny.
I think we know mine, don't we?
Is that where I signed the...
The breast.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah. Anyway, yeah.
That's a dream of mine to have someone want me to sign that.
We signed yours.
Yeah. Remember the Toowoomba Country Music Rampage?
Oh, yes.
Where was enough people there, so I had to drink that whole Eskia rum and cokes before we played. And I was trying to pretend to you that I wasn't.
Yeah.
And then we played the thing, and then I tried to get my shirt off while I was drumming. I don't have the body to do that. Like, it's not going to impress anyone. So we were playing, and I tried to get the shirt off while I was playing, and I got
yeah.
the shirt stuck on my head, so I'm drumming with one arm. And then I think I got up to play the song on the guitar, and I fucked that.
That as well, yeah. I thought you were just impersonating the guy from Def Leppard. Benji, have you got one?
Yeah, I've got numerous, but one that sticks out is when you're a guitar player and you've got like a really key solo. I used to play in a lot of really organised bands who had like organised parts, if that makes sense. So
Right,
it
yeah.
was your moment, and we're doing like some Bon Jovi thing. I think it was Bed of Roses, massive solo.
Oh, wow.
And you walk up, put your foot on the fold back, get into it. And I did that one time, and then just put my foot on the lead and went
Oh,
clunk,
it came out.
Oh,
Yeah.
clicked it
straight
out.
out, and just nothing.
You
So,
didn't-
yeah. Well done,
Yeah.
me.
Nice.
You didn't
Like
have
you-
it tucked around the strap that
Nah,
night?
I learned that night.
I don't really have the... I can't
I just
think
All
of
your
any.
fucking-
performances have been perfect.
Yeah,
haven't they?
No, they've been shit. I've had
Equally
some,
shit.
Yeah, they've been shit, but it doesn't...
But you
it's
just,
like-
nothing embarrasses you. That's
not,
the difference.
Not with that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like you forget the words, you just
Yeah.
make them up
Yeah.
and
But-
carry on.
But no one
Yeah.
makes fun of you like they do me. Okay, moving on. All right, two more. Quick one. Sydney or Melbourne?
Melbo.
This one's from stablemate Carl.
I did just
Yeah.
talk about Sydney. I think the scenery in Sydney for me is better, the circular quay and that. I think the vibe of Melbourne though.
Oh, Melbourne, yeah.
Yeah, Melbourne.
Yeah, the waterways of Sydney, pretty good.
Yeah.
But yeah, Melbourne for the culture.
Yep.
Okay, last one.
Yeah.
Running out of time. This is from stablemate Daniel. Who's the most annoying out of the four of you, and why is it Scott?
On that note,
That's it. That was brilliant.
not
Well
a-
done.
You wouldn't have a show without this.
Well done, Daniel. That made my week.
excellent. All right, that's the end of
Absolutely
episode 12. We will see you again. This will be out very soon, and then we'll have a Fishy Bee
Fishy Bee next week.
episode as well. So,
Yep.
all right. Thank you very much and good much. We'll see you again soon.
Can we talk about that?